It is I, SpoonyNin. I am now talking to you because I drank some Coca-Cola, but the Coca-Cola had drugs in it, and now I'm a wizard. Okay, that's hilarious. Hello, welcome to a very special stream, baby. Yeah, I totally didn't spend most of my working shift looking on Steam to see when I could purchase Vampire Therapist, because that's what we're gonna play today, baby. We're playing Vampire Therapist. I'm hype. You should be hype. I've been looking forward to this visual novel game forever. Well, since I played the demo about a month ago, or 6 weeks, month ago. You know, I can't remember. But either way, very excited. I'm so hyped. Sorry I was a little bit late. The fangs and the glasses, the look had to come together. So yeah, Vampire Therapist. I am so hyped right now. First of all though, I'm gonna have to do a bit of a preamble, because even though I bought the game, I haven't actually downloaded it yet. So I need to... How much? I only need that. That's cool. It's not going to take long. It won't take long. My PC, well, my internet connection's pretty damn speedy at the best of times, so yeah. It's pretty good. I'm not going to lie. It's a pretty good internet connection, so yes, I have done all the wonderful things. I have a beautiful blood red and black spoon base. You know, I'm living the dream right now. I am living the dream. Alright, it's downloading. Got 20 seconds to go into Vampire Therapist. I am literally so hype. Ridiculously hype. Also, I posted a video up on TikTok about, I don't know, an hour ago? Maybe an hour and a half? Can't remember. And it's the Kevin Hart, "We're gonna fuck up the night." Although I used Stay Dead. Or, you know, stay dead, stay dead, stay dead. And better down, 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 down. And to show how excited I was for Vampire Therapist. And yeah, that's doing really well for some fucking reason. I have no idea. Maybe it's Kevin Hart. Maybe it's actually, let's just have a look at... Oh god, I tell you what. So I bought these glasses because I was like, oh yeah, I need some Alucard-esque glasses for this because, you know, Vampire Therapist. But I'm not gonna lie, I don't know if seeing in red is really all that it's cracked up to be. I'm not gonna lie, it's interesting. Right, so how many views has it got at the moment? Let's have a look. It's got... Quickly to my page. I don't know why this isn't particularly interesting for you. The fuck me sideways. 4,500 views. Holy shit. Okay. No. We gotta turn that off because otherwise I'll get done for copyright. Copyright infringement. Even though TikTok's like, I don't know what TikTok still is now. Like, I know they said that they're having issues with Universal and certain copyright things, but I don't know. Who knows at this point? Anyway, I am really excited for Vampire Therapist, baby. So yeah, I'm gonna get this bitch started. What was I gonna say? I will preface that this is Vampire Therapist. It obviously deals with therapy, and it deals with issues of an adult nature. It's also very sex positive in terms of how characters discuss their sex lives and their love lives. It also, there's some really deep shit in here, so if you're having an existential crisis or feeling a bit subpar with your mental health, this isn't the be and all end all. It does involve some teachings of CBT, which is cognitive behavioral therapy, but it is not to be used as a source of therapy. If you need help, please seek help. If you're in the UK, Samaritans UK can help. You can contact them online, you can contact them on phone. It's a Google away. If I can remember to find the number, I might put that up there. You have Mind UK as well. I'm not quite sure. Hello! Hello, Wolf and Moon. It's time for some vampire therapy action. To be honest, I absolutely love this game. I mean, from the demo, I was absolutely sunk. I was like, I want to play more. I've been alright, thank you. How have you been, my love? How have you been? I hope you've been well. Once human. Cool. Well, this is there's no humans here, only vampires. Free game and I love it. Free games are always good. If it's free, that's awesome. That's pretty good. I don't know if this choker was a good idea, because the illusionary thing that I do with my neck now makes it look ginormously fat. But anyway, it doesn't really matter. Right, what am I going to do? I'm going to boot this bitch up, is what I'm going to do. Hey, there's only a few humans in, hence once human. Okay, fair enough. Right, I'm going to boot this bad boy up. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm so excited. So as I said, this game does contain heavy themes of mental health issues. If you are not... sorry, that was just my Coca-Cola falling over. If you are not in a space to deal with issues of therapy, deep diving into cognitive behavioural therapy, or issues that may resonate a bit too hard with you, that's okay. Step back, take a breather. Maybe this isn't the gameplay for you. If you need help, then please seek. I can't say for America because I don't know like the mental health charities in America, but I'm assuming there is a Mind. Yeah, baby, I've got Alucard shades, baby. You cheeky dick waffle. Yeah, I thought I'd go a bit. Vampy. Wow. Tell you what, after wearing these, like everything seems so blue. Everything seems so blue. God, I just realised I kind of look like the grandpa from the Munsters. Try putting on white makeup. White water-based makeup with just regular makeup is not a good idea. Just accurate, if you're ever going to do it, don't do it. You should really use Krylon, which I'm going to invest in, I think. Dickwolf. You should watch Helsing Abridged, my friend. Then you'd understand the reference. You cheeky dickwaffle. Oh, look, the Catholic Church strong-arming you to send me back to America, to the UK. It's a shame you guys don't realise what I did to Big J. No! Anyway, oh god. Was that wonky? It looks... There you go, that kind of looks better. Anyway. Oh god, this is very red. This is very red. Anyway, if there's any issues with the sound, as always, let me know. I will sort it out. I'm gonna get into this bitch. I need to get it working. Integra, the hundreds of people you killed. Oh, so Anthony Hopkins goes, you got a fucking Oscar. I think this is from a German-based company. I believe it's from a German-based company. Anyway, we are going to pop that on there. I'm going to stop the music. We can stop the music. There you go. Only a few hundred. Yeah. Right, what are we doing? We need to find the sound for vampire. 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 Blah, 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 blah. Add audio, that's what I want. Vampire. Oh, where is it? Are you not on there? Hang on a minute. How did I get the sound to work? Right, hang on. Let me just take off my spectacles just for a moment. Bloody hell. Fuck a duck. I do like those red spectacles. They do look fucking classy, but holy shit. Oh. Also, the worst thing about white face paint is that your hair sticks to it like a bitch. Right, hang on a minute. Poor ducks. What is... Oh, hang on. Yes, I would like... Oh, hang on. Ah, there we go. I had to click on it and then we've got the sound. Wonderful. Okay. That's cool. Right, let's see. Can I continue? Oh, it's got my old games! Oh, fucking brilliant! It's got my old game. It's got the so we can start from there. Okay. Oh shit. Oh, brilliant. Okay, settings. Okay, let me know what the text sound. Is it too loud? Let me know, guys. Is it too loud? Let me know. Let me know. Message speed. Skip mode. Reveal text. Oh yeah, no. Reveal text. Sounds good so far. Okay. Graphics mode. Ultra. Full screen. Yes, yes, yes. Awesome. Okay, right. So. Oh, return. Right. What I said, what you gotta speak up for the younglings. Well, yeah, you know, I've gotta make sure. Okay, so we're gonna play Vampire Therapist. Now, we are in a bit of a crossroads. So, I can start again, but I don't know if I want to be honest. I think I kind of want to just go back into it from where I was. So... do I start a new game or do I just continue? I think we continue, to be honest. What say you people of chat? Do I start again for those? Just continue. Just continue. Okay, Pip says just continue. Alright. Hey Pip! How you doing? Let me slap on my vampire glasses. There we go. Oh, you want new? Just continue. Hi! Okay. Right. Yeah, I got vampire glasses, baby. I got vampire glasses. Everything is very red right now. Right, so there's one vote for new, one vote for continue. Any other votes? The two other people that seem to be a lurking. What say you people of the chat? Let me know. So I can suck on my wood. Continue. Okay, that's 2 for continue. Let me know. I'm very excited to keep... Nah, for continue. Okay. Okay, the last person if there's someone haunting the chat, let me know. Because there's two for yay or two for nay, or one for nay. This could be the decider. No. Okay, I have waited long enough. I'm gonna continue because I'm intrigued. So let's go, kids. Let's get some vampire therapy going.
Oh, come on now. I have no idea what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Evidence stands against that reasoning, my friend. Do we need to talk about disqualifying the positive again?
All right, I get it. I guess I've been muddling through okay.
Okay, so this is Sam. He is a cowboy vampire who has had some time. Oh fuck yeah, the soundtrack in this is absolutely amazing. It's one of the things that I love about this game. The soundtrack, the voice acting, the writing, the way that they meld cognitive behavioral therapy into it. It's really good. This is one of the things. This is why I was so fucking hyped for today. I was like, yeah, I can't wait for it. So I think he's a 200-year-old vampire who has had some time to think and realised that he wants to help vampires. Pip, you need to try this game. This game is fucking shit hot. I love this game. Like, honestly, it's so good. So he is a 200-year vampire. He's decided that he wants to help vampires. He's had some thoughts about how he could help them with their mental health and their self-image, and he's come up with these ideas, which is in this book right here. And you can. Oh yeah, this is his clients. Yeah. Okay, so there are three main things in this. Cognitive distortions. So he kind of came up with some different names for these cognitive distortions. And this is oh shit, hang on, let me go back.
You've been doing wonderfully. I hope you are ready for a bit of a challenge.
This is Andy, or Andromakos. He is a guy who lives in Germany in this amazing vampire club that has a sexy German Matt Mercer goth with girlfriend who's all about, there is something better to suck, yeah. Which is amazing. Absolutely amazing. He is very, very old. I think he's like 3,000 years old or something stupid. He is, I believe he's from ancient Greece. He knows a lot about cognitive distortions, and he is also a therapist. He has a human who he has a blood bond with, who I can't remember her name, but you'll meet her later. She pretty much looks like Karlach in human form, which, again, I'm fucking all over this shit. It's amazing. So she looks like Karlach. She's really cool and lovely. And I desperately want Andy to get with Sam to release a little bit of tension and them to have a wonderful throuple situation. That's what I got from the demo, personally. But he knows all about different cognitive behavioural therapies or distortions. He is Sam's mentor now. He's taking him on as an apprentice, and we are now seeing active cases. So far, we've had 2 cases, or 2 clients to talk to. Hang on, let's go. This is his little notebook that he's had. It's so cute. My clients. So we had Dr. Drain, 430, male, English. He was a bit of a twat. Dr. Drain is a class of 1614 graduate of the Royal College of Physicians. He has been studying the nature of blood for the last several centuries. Became a vampire after a post-mortem blood transfusion with an experiment. Now runs a global pharmaceutical research company. He runs Umbrella. He's one of the Umbrella founders. It's awesome. Actually, no, that's not true, but I wish it was, because that'd be awesome. We need vampires in Resident Evil. Anyway, that's another talk for another day. Is now concerned that he has developed an addiction to a drug of his own formulation. So essentially, this guy has created True Blood. It's kind of not... No, he's not Morbius. There'll be no morbing, thank you very much. So he... Yeah, Wesker. Yeah. Vampire Wesker. Vampire Wesker. Look at that little happy face. He's so happy. So he is addicted to this drug, or this True Blood. Well, Lady Dimitrescu is supposedly a vampire, but not really. Not in the true sense of the word. She was pretty fucking good, though. I'm not gonna lie. Don't get me wrong. Step on me, queen. Am I right? And Mobius is an Oh wait, hang on. I remember. Is it No, it's Morpheus. It was Morpheus, wasn't it? From Resident Evil Survivor. No, not Survivor. It was the gun game. It was the second one on the boat with the Chinese secret agent and the guy whose voice acting sounded like it was recording a Mobius corpses. Oh, Evil Within. Right. Okay. Sorry, I was thinking of another Resident Evil game. Sorry. So yeah, he's basically developed this True Blood thing, but the problem is, it's quite nice. He's basically overworked. And when he takes this synthetic blood, it basically loosens up his inhibitions. He goes on a massive bender. He has lots of sex, and then he can't really remember it. So this is a case of addiction, using theories of cognitive behavioural therapy to help him. Kind of like Blade, yeah. And then the next... Are we... Oh, have we not got... Oh, have we not done her yet? Oh, she's great. Okay, if we haven't done her, that's awesome. Okay. So we're gonna go back to the second case, who is completely different, and I fucking love this woman. She's brilliant. But anyway, let's talk about very, very quickly. We'll go back over the three theories, or the three main things of cognitive distortions we will see in this game. And I always get a couple of them mixed up, so it's good to have a go through it. So, cognitive distortions. We all make cognitive distortions. Cognitive distortion types ain't weapons to beat ourselves up with. They're just ways of categorize our thoughts. We can exhibit more than one distortion at the same time, and some distortions are even subcategories of another distortion. Important, identifying cognitive distortions is just one tool in a therapist's box. So, Nosferatu thinking. Sometimes things can seem black and white. Win or lose, famine or feast, live or die. Like everything's a big showdown. It can feel like we've only got two options. Win in the day or ended up with a stake through the heart. That's Nosferatu thinking. It's thinking in extremes and ignoring all the in-between. We stress ourselves out when the stakes are high. For example, if I can't get the best saddle, my butt's gonna break, ain't no doubt. Less said about that. Either I show up ready to win the rodeo, or I just better not show up at all. The fate of the Wild West is hanging on this gunfight. So, yeah, it's extremes in thinking. It's either one way or the other. It's like, yeah. it's a do or die mentality. It's like if I don't finish this report, I'm going to end up on the street. It is the complete extreme of thinking, and that is what in this game is called Nosferatu thinking. Now the next one is control fallacy. A lot of us bloodsuckers have a habit of either feeling responsibility or sole control, or feeling completely helpless. The thing is, usually neither is true. Feeling hopeless don't mean we're powerless, and feeling untouchable don't mean we're invincible. That's a control fallacy. Either way, our real capabilities are somewhere in between. So, with my dark powers, vampires shall dominate the mortal world. Which isn't true, because we know, well, just read literature. If a mortal discovers our secret, it's entirely my responsibility to deal with it. That's not necessarily true at all. I can't deal with the bureaucracy of international travel with my coffin. I'm stuck in the USA forever. Well, again, it's like, I'm trying to think of an example in my own life. Why not? Let's do group therapy. Fuck it. Why not? This is great. Let's see. If I don't... Oh, that's right. This thing hasn't been done, and it's my responsibility to do it, even though I wasn't given the job to do it. So my supervisor hasn't done this, therefore it is my responsibility to finish this. That's not my responsibility at all. I can help do it, but at the end of the day, I wasn't given the task to do it, therefore it is not my responsibility. There you go. So that is control fallacy. So that's number 1. I think there's actually 4. I can't remember. Oh, yeah, we have got 4. Sorry, I lied. So, labelling. We humans sometimes call ourselves awful names. I'm a failure. I'm unlikable. It's like burning ourselves with the old branding iron. Every time we look at ourselves, well, we'll keep seeing those names. Labelling is just calling ourselves names that it do no good. So, for example, I missed that shot. I'm such a butterfingers. Crying over a horse? You're sappy as hell. That fella don't like wearing leather. He's only a vampire wannabe. Again. So, labelling, you get it. It's really easy to say. So, for you, like, going... or, for example, I do this many times on stream. I will fuck something up. Or I'll try and do something. And I'll go, I'm a fucking idiot. It's that, I believe when I was sort of doing CBT, I've done CBT therapy before, so, you know, I've done it quite a few times, actually. Yeah, it's sometimes it doesn't quite stick, but it's essentially, it is a form of automatic thinking, or automatic response, which you sort of train, where your brain accidentally trains itself to do. So, for example, yeah, same, me too, it's like, I'll accidentally pour too much tea into my teacup, and it's like, you fucking moron. It's like, look, seriously, you wouldn't talk to someone else like that if they did that. So why are you talking to yourself like that? Again, I'm not a licensed therapist, but this is what I have sort of like. This is it. This is very sort of true to it. Again, talk to a proper therapist. Blah 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 blah. I'm not qualified, but this is some of the therapy that I've had, and this is technically what this labelling thing is supposed to be about. So, if you get that. So, labelling, basically calling yourself shit that doesn't help at all. And in the end, just makes you feel like crap. And then lowers your mental health, lowers your, your sustainability and your, homeostasis of the mind. It unbalances you. It's not great. Now, should statements. Ooh, hang on. Whoop. Oh no, there's 5. Shit. I forgot we had more. So we'll go through this and then we'll get onto the case and then we'll understand it a bit more. So, should statements. Sometimes we judge others and ourselves with arbitrary rules on how things should be. And then we get hopping mad when our expectation ain't met. Should statements can be put a lot of pressure on us, but there ain't too many universal rules. Heck, we should probably be dead because our heart ain't beating, but it seems like that ain't true. For example, I'm a vampire. I should live in a castle. When you're in a gang, the gang needs to be your family and no one else. A cowboy must never show fear. Or, I'm a certain age. I should have this, 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 and this. I am... Yeah, you know what? Exactly, Pip. Yeah, I am terrible at this, and I am trying. I'm very trying to sort this out, but it is true. I am X years old. I should be doing this now. I have this, therefore I should be doing that. You know, it's yeah. So that's the should statements. It's great. Again, not proper therapy, but it has therapeutic ideas. If this rings any bells in your head and you're thinking, oh, this is interesting, this is something I'd like to explore more, please see a therapist. Talk to someone, maybe see if you can get therapy. Therapy is very useful. It's very good for inward reflection and helping you push past things that you wouldn't necessarily think of. But it can be a bit of a bitch, and it can feel like having your arse ripped out from your mouth. That's the best way I can describe it. Disqualifying the positive. Here we go. On account of the nasty stuff I've done, I can feel like a real good for nothing sometimes. But that's disqualifying the positive, cancelling out the good and leaving the bad. It ain't a distortion to see the positive in yourself or the situation. It's just being honest. So, for example, the three stooges just smack each other in the heads like a bunch, though. I still like them. Yeah, I guess I can turn into a bat, but any vampire worth their fangs can do that. She rescued a kitten, but she drinks mortal blood every night. So no good deed means nothing. So essentially, again, this is, well, disqualifying the positive is exactly what it is. So, for example, I am playing Baldur's Gate 3. I'm not very good at it, but I enjoy it. I enjoy it, but I'm not very good at it. Right there. I helped someone today. I mean, anyone could have pointed them in the right direction, but I guess I helped. Disqualifying for the positive. Knocking shit down. Not taking the joy. Yeah. The PG-3. Yeah. I'm not very good at it. I enjoy playing Dark Souls. I am really not good at it. Therefore, I probably shouldn't play it. Actually, that might not be quite disqualifying the positive. That's something else. That is Nosferatu thinking. But, so these are the cognitive distortions that we'll be working with. I find that a couple of them I get a little bit confused with. But that's okay, because we're learning here. So anyway, we are going to play it now. Now, Andy over here, or Andromakos, he goes off into the ether while you talk to your client, and he will help you if you you're not quite sure. So this game can be quite forgiving. So anyway, we're going to crack on, because I've been talking a lot of bollocks. Okay, so yeah. Okay. Okay, I have been telling you things, but I fear that I might be boring you. However, I enjoy telling you these things. So now we are going to crack on with the game. Okay, there we go. We're making progress on my mental health. There we go.
Your next client has been known to be somewhat difficult. Here, look at her intake form.
Isabella Deste. Dang. She's got some funny tasting hats.
Oh, okay, so we did this woman last time, but she is amazing. So Isabella Disse. She's 550 years old, female, the Renaissance.
I think you should get along quite well then.
I walked right into that one.
Isabella is not your average vampire. She was once the powerful matriarch of one of the most influential families in Europe. She fraternized with popes and kings, and she also wielded great power over the art world. Some say that she was the model for the Mona Lisa.
Oh.
One of them highfalutin types, huh? I don't think she's gonna like me much.
She is as human as any of us, Samuel. I already know you will find a way to relate with her.
If you say so.
Remember, you can always seek my advice if you feel lost. You are not alone. But I hear the beating of elegant wings. Breathe, Samuel. Oh, and do be polite.
I like the fact that they come in and they turn into bats. They're bats and then they turn into them.
Told me of. I was not expecting someone so rugged.
Sam Wall's at your service, ma'am.
You are a therapist.
Well, that's what I'm here for, ma'am.
Enough with this, ma'am. I am not running a whorehouse. You may call me Senora.
Okay, another thing. I love the artwork. The artwork is absolutely gorgeous. Look at his little punum. He's a cinnamon roll. He's a cinnamon roll with a bit of a dark past, but he's a sweetie, and we love Sam. Sam is a cutie. He's a cutie patootie, and I will defend him with my life. Oh, you know what? I really wish there was an Astarian in this. Oh, hello, darling. I need therapy. So what you're telling me is that this guy, Cazador, he was telling you to do all kinds of shit. It ain't your fault. You couldn't control it. Yes, I know, darling, but I just feel that if I was stronger, I could have... Well, now, there's them shoulds and shouldn'ts again. Ah, I want it now. Can we get an Astarian, please? Can we get an Astarian mode? It would be fucking amazing. I love it. Right, okay, let's go. Alright, Signora.
Alright, Senora.
You have seen my what? Have you been peeking under my skirt, young man?
Astarian DLC, that would be amazing. Okay, yo, little bat games. Can we get an Astarian DLC? Or if there's anyone that's happily doing mods for this kind of stuff, can we get an Astarian mod? And can someone slip Neil Newborn, I don't know, some lovely man skirts or something? Because it needs to happen. That would be amazing.
What are you talking about, lady?
What are you talking about, lady?
Signora. Say it.
Signora.
Signora. Signora.
Signora?
Porca miseria. This is not going to be easy, is it?
Therapy ain't never easy, Senora.
So, therapy is always easy then.
I said it ain't never easy, Senora.
Is therapy easy or is it not?
The pedantic nature of the elite and intelligentsia.
Not, I guess.
Oh, how are we to examine my inner demons if your own speech is so diabolical?
You know what? Let's start over. Greetings and salutations, Senora. I am most honored to receive you in my humble office.
Very well. I suppose it will do.
I love this woman so much. It'd be even better if she was voiced by Miriam Margolyes.
I'm just here to help, Senora. It says here on your intake forms that you've been having a tough time lately.
Okay, well, let's have a look at the intake form, shall we? There we go. Isabella D'Este. 550 years old, female from the Renaissance. Isabella D'Este was a key figure in the Italian Renaissance, funding the works of Leonardo da Vinci, Andrea Mantegna, Michelangelo. She received a humanist education and knows much about history, art, music and philosophy. She comes from a highly aristocratic background, but has endured considerable family issues through the generations. Greetings, Casual Baldy. How you doing, son? Get ready for some vampire therapy. She states that she is undergoing an existential immortality crisis, suggesting that her life and unlife have been meaningless. Both have been meaningless. Suggestion: be exceedingly polite.
A tough time. Indeed, yes, it has been a tough time. The realization
I'm
that
all
not
right,
only
thank
am I a
you.
corpse, but that I
I'm
have been
enjoying
useless
being a
corpse for
vampire.
nearly 400 years is a tough time.
Yeah.
So what's it off this feeling that you're a corpse?
I saw a film at the cinema.
Oh, this I forgot about this. This is fucking awesome.
Hey, I love the cinema.
Well,
Not many of our kind are movie buffs. What are some of your favorite films?
someone get a steak. Oi! There'll be no staking here, thank you very much. This is a steak-free zone. This could be vegan. Loving the Aussie glasses. Like, hey Anthony, how you doing, buddy? Thank you very much. More. Shannon! Shannon! Shannon, I've turned into a vampire. Not many other kind of movies.
I would hesitate to say favorite, but there are some films that are more acceptable than others. For instance, Beneath the Velvet Dusk or In Search of Sadness are engaging explorations of the mortal.
Thank you very much. Shadow, someone stole my beard!
Oh, I ain't heard of them. You ever seen the Three Stooges?
Fucking hell! Oh, for fuck. No, sorry, that was. I went into another impression then. That wasn't quite good, but there we go.
Utter vulgarity. I do not waste my time with such nonsense. Alas, these Stooges 3 would be preferable to the abomination I saw at the cinema that made me realize just how dead I am. It was a most terrible film. One that
Right.
shook me to my core. The pain of it lingers with me still 5 years later.
Okay, right. I had this question before when I was playing the demo. Now,
Well, movies can be pretty powerful. Heck, I remember seeing one of the first films. There was a train coming right for the audience. We thought we were dead for sure.
This film was not powerful, it was meaningless. It said nothing, did nothing, less than nothing, as loudly and garishly as possible. And the audience, fools that they were, cheered, applauded this desecration of the mind. I hate this film with all my being, for it has done the cruelest thing. It has revealed the dark truth. This life that I cling to has no purpose.
Dang, what the heck was this movie?
okay, now, what film do you think that Isabella is talking about? What film do you reckon she's talking about? Place your bets now, kiddies, because this is amazing. Shrek? Babel? Wow, fucking hell, Charlie, that's a dirty one. Possibly. Any other bets? Come on, give us a clue. So it was loud, it was crass, it was people were cheering. What do you reckon? The Green Mile? Wow, that's bloody hell, that's mean. I love The Green Mile. The Green Mile's a fucking great film. Wolf and Moon. You're trying to get me angry. You're trying to get me spicy. Jaws. That's a good guess. Yeah, Michael Clark Duncan was an absolute legend. I'm so sad he died. Oh my god, I've forgotten about Meet the Spartans. Damn it, Charlie, you made me House of Wax. Whoa. Okay, are you ready? I will now release the information. Charlie, you just made me remember Meet the Spartans. Why did you make me do that? That's a fucking terrible film. That really is awful. Good God. Okay. Just for that, I'm going to have Taru sleep with a lot more people. Yay! Go for it. Okay, Anthony. Thank you very much for the lurky dirk. You beautiful person. I'm not apologising. You did! Anyway, right, let's go. So what was this movie? Are you ready?
Space Wars. Rise of the Spacewalker.
Rise of Skywalker. Yep, that'll do it. If you want to feel like your life has absolutely fucking no meaning and you've accomplished fuck all, Star Wars Rise of Skywalker. Absolutely. Somehow, we don't know how, Palpatine's returned. Yep. I can totally understand that. What a... And it's a shame. I quite like Daisy Ridley. I liked her in the first one. And then the script just kept going... Just... Yeah, it's a shame. It's a real shame. That's why I just like the original. But, you know, each to their own. Art is subjective. You're not all going to like the same fucking thing. Get over it, I suppose. Apart from maybe the last season of Game of Thrones, because that was awful. That genuinely was awful. As were the previous 2 or 3 seasons prior to that. But we're ahead of ourselves. Right, let's...
Wait a minute. Space Wars, the big science fiction franchise?
Yes, I believe it is important to understand modern media diets.
I like this woman.
But that's the movie that gave you your personal crisis?
Mind your tone. Do not think me a fool. I know it was not high art. But the money it made, it would make even the Pope blush.
I mean, she's not wrong. Yeah, Pip, don't do it, man. Don't do it. Just go straight to House of the Dragon. Go straight to the House of the Dragon. It's so much better. Princess Rhaenys. Step on me, queen. I can't remember who the actress is, but I love that actress. She's amazing. Anyway, back to this. Yes, the money that the Star Wars franchise has made Disney and George Lucas over the years could make the Pope blush.
This stinking trash. This is what the people want.
Well, not
You
necessarily.
see, I understand now. My attempts to infuse art with meaning were pointless. All that I am, all that I ever was, is dead.
I'm looking forward to Taru's shagging shenanigans.
I elevated art, and all the world benefited. Why have I lost my power to elevate art now? It was all for nothing. What good was guiding Da Vinci when they sell the Mona Lisa on beer coasters? It should not be so. Art should have meaning, purpose. Beauty should expose truth. But it seems I am just a dead woman. A walking corpse who is not worth listening to. I should walk into the sun.
Just a sec, Senora. You're a smart lady, but you've been saying some stuff that just ain't true. Let's go over what you just said.
You see, I understand now. My attempts to infuse art with meaning were pointless. All that I am, all that I ever was, is dead.
I think that's a control. No.
For such a complicated woman, the answers are
No,
always
I should have gone with my gut feeling.
Now.
Nosferatu
You don't seem
thinking.
that dead to me. We're having this conversation, ain't we? You ain't just lying there decomposing.
It is no different. I might as well be rotting in the ground.
I think you might get pretty bored.
Are you getting smart with me, boy?
Look, I'm just talking facts. If you're saying all you are is dead, I think you might be doing some Nosferatu thinking. It ain't black and white. You're here. But let's go back to what you were saying.
Once, I elevated art, and all the world benefited. Why have I lost my power to elevate art now?
That is a control
All the
fallacy.
world, man.
There you go, baby.
There's a lot of people, and they got a lot of different preferences. You can't get them all, can you?
But I could, once upon a time.
You can't reach everybody, Senora. I hadn't even heard of the Mona Lisa until about 1911.
Did you have any schooling whatsoever?
No, I didn't. But I don't think anyone in my time knew about the Mona Lisa either.
Oh, how wonderful. You add to my despair.
Wow!
I'm saying you can't reach everyone, even in your own time.
That is true. I doubt the rabble had much of an opinion about the so-called great masters.
We only know what we know. But you were saying,
It was all for nothing. What good was guiding Da Vinci when they sell the Mona Lisa on beer coasters?
I think that's Nosferatu thinking. What do you reckon? Nosferatu thinking?
so let me get this.
Hey, got it
For you,
right.
the Mona Lisa is good if it's only ever a painting.
Of course. Those of us who are educated know the way things should be and when they fall short.
So there's perfect and not perfect for you, huh?
Yes, how clever of you to understand the difference.
You're not giving yourself a lot of room in between, are you?
No, there is no in-between.
There ain't much that's perfect in this world, Senora. You must be disappointed a lot of the time.
You have no idea. But as I was saying, it should not be so. Art should have meaning, purpose, beauty.
You're saying art should have meaning and purpose, but does all art need those things?
This is a really deep conversation for the... Well, I mean, obviously I'm not quite starting the game, but for the second case, it's like, holy shit, we are talking about the meaning of art. We're talking about existentialism. I mean, this game is pretty fucking heavy, and I love it.
What is the purpose of creation otherwise?
Ah!
How about if I just like doodling? Ain't that a good enough reason to draw?
It is a pointless reason.
Or maybe I want to do something pointless. All I'm saying is that I don't have the same shoulds you do.
Perhaps you should.
But I don't. I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do.
Which is speak like a peasant.
Heck, that's what I am, Senora. Ain't nothing gonna change that reality. Let's get back to what you were saying.
But it seems I am just a dead woman. A walking corpse who is not worth listening to. I should walk into the sun.
Damn, lady!
Now, why have you gotta go and call yourself names?
Oh, I got 5 distortions correct in a row! Yay, I got an achievement! Yay! Well done, Brain! You did good, Brain! I did good, you did good, Brain! Now, why are you gonna go and call yourself names?
They are not names, they are my reality. I am a dead woman, and I am a corpse.
Woo!
Is that all you are?
This is how I am defined by the world.
Seems to me you're the one using them names. Hell, I think I'd be a little afraid of calling you a corpse.
As you should be. Allow me to continue. You know, you make me sound rather mad. Like an old woman, railing at the world, screaming into the void, all to no purpose.
Look, Senora, all I'm trying to do is show you where you're a little rigid in your thinking is all. You're expecting a lot from the world and a lot from yourself. It ain't no surprise that you're gonna be disappointed over and over again.
I suppose that is some insight. Indeed, I have been in a state of disappointment from the moment I was 16.
But what happened when you were 16?
I got married.
Yeah, marriage! Marriage! Marriage!
Ah, I think I get it.
You absolutely do not get it. You are a man.
Well then, help me understand.
Frankie, my husband. He taught me the meaning of disappointment.
I'm just, yeah, exactly.
He taught me the world was built upon lies. These things men proclaim as values. Truth, beauty, the spiritual. They were all fiction. But if men did not live according to principle, I would. I would set the example and shame them all.
Ah. Was Frankie a bit of a naughty boy?
Yet, what a fool I have been to think humanity had greater aims.
So, what's this greater aim you're talking about?
I received a humanist education as a child. I was taught that the pathway to God was through rationality and a questioning mind, not slavish devotion to tradition. This world is not Eden, but it could be. Or so I thought.
So you're talking about a literal pathway to God?
No, fool. A pathway to godliness. To live according to our natures. Our true natures.
You mean being vampires?
You mean being vampires?
Come now, boy. Nothing could be further from natural. All this foolish hissing and copulation and blood drinking does not bring us closer to God.
I don't know, man. I've listened to a few Nine Inch Nails songs. I think that kind of helps.
But it does give us more time to find the path.
Well, talk to me about this pathway to God. How do you reckon we find this path?
I reckon nothing. I've always known that we can find our way back to God by fulfilling our human potential to be the greatest souls possible.
Okay.
I have always known we must master ourselves and our baser instincts. Virtue must triumph over vice.
Oh, well, that's true. Depends on who your god is. That's very, very true. Hey, I think I remember having this conversation before, because I think I went on a massive rant about Thomas Aquinas and how Thomas Aquinas basically fucked everything up by shoving God into the whole idea of how to be a moral and ethical person by believing in God. I think I remember going on that rant, but it's the same sort of thing. Humanism is the whole idea that you cannot be an ethical or moral person without a base belief in God all stems from Thomas Aquinas. Beforehand, it was other people, the Greeks, the Romans, all coming up with ideas of, you know, living for the greater good, what's best for society, the needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few, so on and so forth. Bloody Thomas, exactly. And then Aquinas rocked up and said, hey, what about God? And everyone was like, what? Well, I mean, you can't be a good person and live morally if you don't believe in God, right? And then for some reason they jumped on it, and then ever since then it's just like, right, well, to be a good person you have to believe in God, and your goal should be to go towards God. So anyway, that's beside the point. So this is kind of what she's banging on about a little bit. Again, it's been a very long time since I've taken A-level philosophy and ethics, so I apologise. If anyone else knows about this, we could have a nice proper discussion about this at another time, so apologies. Let's continue. Yep.
I have always known that the earthly lives we lead are disgusting, and only war and death can come of them. I have always known the people have become fat and lazy, and living within the Garden of Eden is impossible in such a state. I have always known we should act with dignity if we would take our place at God's side once more.
These things here you've always known. I gotta challenge them, Senora. Let's talk about what you just said.
I reckon nothing. I've always known that we can find our way back to God by fulfilling our human potential to be the greatest souls possible.
I believe... Oh, this could... Whoa, is... This has got to be a control fallacy, right?
You really
Yes!
think we got that much control?
Fuck
Senora?
yeah.
All we gotta do is be perfect, and then we've got our pathway to the Almighty?
Yes, it seems quite clear to me.
Senora, if that's how it is, it ain't no wonder you ain't forgiving yourself or anyone for the slightest mistakes. I would ask myself if anyone really has that much control. But keep talking.
I have always known we must master ourselves and our baser instincts. Virtue must triumph over vice.
Now, is this... it's not a... I want to say it's control fallacy again. Yeah.
Senora. In all that time, when have we mastered ourselves and our baser instincts?
Not a single day. Men especially have no bottom to their depravity.
Okay. So this woman has a lot of issues with men, and to be honest, for the past month or two, so have I, for various different reasons. But I feel this is a little unfair. I know that not all men are complete arseholes, but, you know. Anyway, we'll get into that later.
All right, fair enough. So us fellas have disappointed you every day for a few hundred years, right? Ain't that proof that nothing you do is gonna change that?
An evil thought, Mr. Sam Walls, but true, I concede.
We're in agreement then. It's a little bit of a control fallacy to think that's gonna change because of you. Well, let's keep going.
I have always known that the earthly lives we lead are disgusting, and only war and death can come of them.
I believe that is Nosferatu thinking. Hey, there we go.
You really
I'm doing
think
really
all
well.
you do is sow death and destruction?
I do not poke cows. Do I look like a farmer?
I love this writing, man. This writing is so good.
Come on, Senora. You've been alive to see what? 15, 20 billion people live and die? You really saying death and destruction is all each and every one of them ever amounted to?
Well, perhaps not individually, but as an immortal, I look at the greater arc of history.
Well, most of us ain't looking to contribute to the greater arc of history, but that don't mean life's pointless. That's some Nosferatu thinking, I'll tell you what. But let's continue.
I have always known the people have become fat and lazy, and living within the Garden of Eden is impossible in such a state.
That's got to be Nosferatu thinking again. Oh!
Our esteemed client is very good at coming up with names for
Oh,
puppets,
it's
isn't she?
labelling.
Perhaps
Dang
you
it.
can call her out on this behavior.
I have...
Sounds to me like you're coming up with labels for kicking people
Damn
out
it.
of the Garden of
Could have
Eden.
got 10 in a row.
Is that all we amount to? Fat and lazy?
Look around your own country, boy. Look at me. See my disgusting rolls and saggy features.
I feel called out, but that's okay.
Would you let me into the Garden of Eden?
Well, sure, why the heck not?
I am glad you are not the gatekeeper then.
You rather have a gatekeeper who wouldn't let you in? Listen, Senora, you gotta go easy on yourself with them labels. Well, let's keep talking, though.
I have always known we should act with dignity if we would take our place at God.
I think this here's the meat of it, Senora. The filet mignon.
I fear your French is even worse than your Italian.
Here's the thing, Senora. Who came up with all them shoulds that'll take you to God?
Why, the greatest thinkers of history that I studied in my youth. Plato, Aristotle, Cicero, Aquinas.
Fuck you, Aquinas!
Sounds like a bunch of dead guys to me. They really had it all figured out way back when, huh?
Well, of course not. How foolish do you think me?
Filet. Hey, baby, would you like to filet my bed? Mignon.
Not at all, Senora. Just questioning where all them shoulds are coming from. But let's keep going.
So you think you are so very clever, do you, boy? That by pointing out my distortions, you have won? That is where you are truly the fool. I already know how wrong I have been, that I have been chasing an impossible fiction all my life. Indeed, I now believe that even if we did follow the pathway to God, once we reach the end, we would discover that he, too, was a work of fiction.
Oh, fuck me, she lost her faith.
When I say God, I mean goodness, propriety, intelligence. God himself is a lie.
Wow. Okay, so any religious viewers watching, I don't really have anything to say at this point because I'm pretty much an agnostic an atheist, so take it with a pinch of salt. This game is, I told you, this game is fucking deep. It's beautifully written. Honestly, it is gorgeous. And I mean, all right, this is really deep stuff and it's a bit heavy, but once we get through this, it'll be, honestly, just I love it. I love it so much. I'm so glad I got this game. I'm so glad it released today. All right, okay.
I see. So you've lost your faith.
Yes, it has crumbled to dust, much like myself in this fat, wretched old body. Beauty and truth are lies. Ideas developed by ugly men to justify their existence. While we occupy ourselves chasing those ideals, they create space wars to leech our money and our vitality. And to think they call me judgmental while they created the false ideal to judge against. You don't think I'm judgmental, do you, boy?
I wouldn't put it that way exactly. Besides, I ain't gonna call you names. In fact, that's where I think I want to challenge you. Senora, I think the person you're judging more than anyone is yourself. I know you got raised with all them high ideals, so of course you're getting disappointed when nobody can reach them. That's some heavy pressure, not just on them, but on yourself. I'd ask yourself what all that pressure's doing for you. Is it bringing you any satisfaction? We can't always control what things are gonna be.
This is not acceptable.
Hold on, I know this one. What the heck she mean it's unacceptable to not be in control all the time?
Control fallacy. God dang it.
Let's say that again, Senora. I got some bad news for you, Senora. None of us really has the power to change the world on our own. I suggest we start working on ways of helping you find a way to accept the world for...
But the world is base and unworthy.
Remember that term I told you about? Nosferatu thinking? You're gonna strip all the color out of the world if you keep doing that.
It's true.
The world's a lot more than just base and unworthy.
Nosferatu thinking. I am not used to having my own thoughts thrown back at me.
Well, that's why you're here, ain't it? I ain't gonna help you change the world, Senora. All I can do is help you find some other perspective.
I suppose there is a certain simpleton's wisdom in the way you speak.
Thanks, I guess.
Very well, boy. I will consider what you have said. We will meet again in exactly 4 weeks. Do we have an understanding?
Yes, indeed, Senora.
Ugh. Please learn to speak properly by then.
And away she goes!
I believe you handled Senora Deste quite well.
You kidding? That lady straight up hates my guts.
Samuel, if Isabella Deste hated your guts, she would not be shy about telling you so.
Oh, Andromachos' voice is very deep.
That I believe.
The older we get, the harder it is to gain a different perspective. Have patience. We are not all as wise as Samuel Walls.
Guess it's just that simpleton's wisdom, as the Senora called it.
Nah.
Do not adopt her labels, Samuel. I will not stand for it. I know she was a challenge, but you rose to it as I knew you would. I think you deserve a night of hard drinking.
Yeah, this is where we left off last time. Yes.
You don't need to tell me twice.
Yeah, we're gonna get crunk, baby.
All right, Andy. I'll see you later then.
Indeed, Samuel. Enjoy yourself. Excellent work tonight. Rest in peace.
Oh, what? Okay. Oh, okay. It actually wants me to start a new game properly. Oh, bugger. What? Hey! Ah! Oh, what? Hang on a minute. What? What the hell? No, so, hang on. What? Oh, okay. What the hell? Hang on a minute. Let me... Okay, right. I thought I could do that, but apparently we can't. Alright, maybe we do have to do a new game.
My name is Sam Walls, and I'm a dead man.
Okay, well, we'll go back to it then.
Well, kinda dead at least. See, I'm a vampire. Now, if you think that means all that Dracula hooey, like hissing, wearing skin-tight leather, and hunting mortals for sport, I wouldn't blame you one bit.
Well, you get to see the beginning back now anyway. I've kind of done this backwards, so I apologise, but never mind.
A vampire who's good with a gun can be a real terror. I got lucky though. I met some kind mortals who saw beyond my fangs. They taught me my letters and showed me how my thinking was keeping me from finding any kind of peace. After they passed on, I roamed America's majestic wilderness for nigh on 90 years, figuring out myself and what it means to be a vampire. And I found revelation. What I realized was, it ain't fangs that make us monsters. It's the self-defeating ways we think. Anywho, as the world started getting smaller, my old vampire gang tracked me down. Them being my kin, I wanted to help them see the world like I did. But they still have the same monster mindset I used to have.
The demo save, that was the demo save for some reason.
Newfangled internet thing, and
so I probably should have just started again, but never mind.
Andromachos, supposed to be 3,000 years old. He invited me to come out to Europe to learn from him. I figure someone older than time has got to have the answers. I'm going on a trip, I guess. This feels like my opportunity to do some good in the world. I've been lucky, and now it's time to give back. Vampires ain't monsters. Or at least, they don't have to be. And come hell or high water, I'm gonna prove it to them.
Oh, he's got a nice book of Dracula. How nice. I like that.
Well, I think this is the address. Number 27, Clean Flitter Mouse Strebe?
No, it's Klein Fleder Mausstrasse. Even I know that. Anyway, so... okay. I go to just chatting. Okay, so I'm really sorry, guys. So apparently, I thought that because I still had my saved games, it would allow me to continue from that point. Unfortunately, it's not letting me do that, so we're going to have to go back and do it all again. So I apologise so hard, but you do get to see sexy German Matt Mercer in this now. So we do have that, and we get some... it's going to be so good, I promise. So I'm so sorry about this, guys. I'm so sorry, but sexy German Matt Mercer goth guy and girlfriend. Yes, Vexy, sexy German Matt Mercer guy. Okay, so I apologise. We're starting again because I thought I could continue with my old save file, but apparently it's not letting me do it. So there you go. Lessons have been learned. But anyway, we're going to continue. Whoop. There you go.
Sure is a hell of a lot of ruckus for this time of night. People stay up late here.
Immer Nacht. I'm doing good. How you doing, Vexy?
Wait a minute. These folk are vampires. Better watch myself.
Yay! And also you get to see the beginning, Pip. So if you want to... if you get a little bit more interesting, a little bit more levity, this is good.
Guten Abend, folks. Sprechen Sie English?
Oh my god. Even my German's a little bit better than that.
Yeah, hello, Alta. Are you here to party with us at the hottest club?
Sexy German Matt Mercer vampire goth, baby! In the flesh. Yeah, hello, Alta. Are you here to party with us at the hottest club? I've bought it. I've just bought it. Excited. Yeah, Pip. Get on the train. My word. Hell yeah, baby. Hell yeah. Ask about the club.
What's so special about this club?
Immernacht is the greatest club aller Zeiten. The owner makes sure everyone has a good time.
If anyone acts without respect, they are banned from the club forever.
Hooray! Which is what happens here at twitch.tv/SpoonyNin. We don't take no shit. Thank you very much.
You are free to do and be whatever you like, as long as you are harming no one.
Except furries. Fuck furries.
Und I hear that they are now attracting sexy old cowboys.
Yeah.
Shh, Maxie. He is old enough to be your grandfather.
What? He's not that old.
Oh, come on now. You're just flattering me. I'm only a couple 100 years old.
Oh mein Gott, he is so cute, Reinhard. Can I keep him?
I can cut loose. What kind of party is this?
The kind where we dance all night and get sexy.
Und get sexy.
Oh, here are them kind of vampires.
Ach so, there are better things to suck than blood, oder?
So, Vampire Therapist by Little Bat Games. Quality rating right there with German, sexy Matt Mercer, goth vampire. I gotta get the fan out. Oh, hell yeah, that's what we're about in this bitch.
Although we have to get past the bouncer first. If we do not, I'm thinking our night is ruined.
Oh, wait a sec. There's something about what she just said. I can feel it. It reminds me of one of my revelations about the funny patterns in the way we vampires think. Well, let's see. One type of thinking I noticed I called hot branding. There's high noon mind. That's when we treat a situation like it's a do or die showdown. And there's saloon thinking. That's when we act either helpless or invincible, like we've just drunk a pint of moonshine. I can always check my journal if I need examples. I kept all my notes about the funny ways we
There you go.
vampires
So
think
this
in
is why the journals are really important.
I think I know which one of them funny ways they're thinking in, though. Hold on, compadres. You seem like the kind who can make their own fun.
I don't want to have my own fun. Immernacht is the only place to be on Friday night.
Amigos, you're putting too much weight on this thing.
Yeah, I found your first cognitive okay, yeah, so yeah, I fucked up. Yeah.
Reinhard, I don't know what this means, but I like the way the sexy American talks.
You make us think that maybe it is better we haven't gotten into the club, because we are now meeting you.
Oh my god! I forgot how this is!
Hey, if meeting me makes your night better, I'm glad we met. I really gotta find Andromachos, though.
You have to get past the bouncer. He decides who gets in and who doesn't.
Maybe I'll have a little word with him. Excuse me, friend. I hear you're the man to talk to around these parts.
Oh, this guy's a cutie.
I'm here to see Andromachos.
Have fun, mate.
Hey, thanks, amigo. You have yourself a fine night, you hear?
Cowboy, what about us?
Bring them joy!
Friends of mine.
Have fun, mate.
Well, come on, you two. We ain't got all night. Yeah. Dang, awful loud in here.
Oh yeah, disco, yeah!
Come on, my liver, dance with us!
Oh, you kids have fun. I'll catch up with you later. Tarnation, I'd rather hear a gopher giving birth than this.
It's not the worst music I've ever heard.
Better talk to whoever's slinging drinks in this here saloon. They ought to know where course is. But pardon me, ma'am.
Here we go.
Well, look at you. We get
Okay.
a lot of 80s fashion in here, but not usually the 1880s.
Ladies and gentlemen, and those in between, I present to you Crimson. Hot damn! Time to get your thirst on, friends. Time to get your thirst on.
What can I get you, cowboy? The special's Red Bull and vodka. You down?
I never drink Red Bull.
Right, I'm just gonna take a screenshot of this. This is one of my favourite lines ever. I never drink Red Bull. And I will totally remember to do that. There you go. That way. There you go. Awesome.
I'm actually looking for the owner. He around tonight?
Might be. What do you say your name was?
Sam Walls, begging your pardon.
Sam Walls, huh? I don't think I know anything about a Sam Walls. After all, I'm just a know-nothing bartender.
From where I'm standing, I see someone with style and confidence, not just a drink machine. Don't go branding yourself like that's all you are.
Don't you go worrying about me, cowboy. The man upstairs warned me you were coming. I was just testing to see if you are who you say you are. Tell you what, let me give you something from our special reserve. I don't think you're looking for booze.
Well, thank you kindly, ma'am. I was wondering where the blood was. I met some vampires outside, so I figured this was a vampire club.
You met some gods, honey. We're here to dance and have fun.
So all these people are mortals?
How do you think the head vampire gets his blood? They can't wait to share it with him. It's a special experience.
Hell yeah, it is.
He's the only real vampire here. Well, him and Bert.
Bert?
You met him already. Bert, shuffle on over here.
His name's Bert. I forgot about this. What a cutie.
This one's here to see the big guy. Show him upstairs, okay?
Have fun, mate.
Good luck up there, cowboy. Hope you find what you're looking for.
Yeah, she does have a very, very nice voice.
Howdy. It's Sam Walls to see you, sir. The guy who's been sending you all them V-mails.
Emails.
Yes, I know who you are, Samuel Walls. You have come here because you believe you can help our kin.
Come into the light, Andromachos.
The question is, are you first able to help yourself?
I can help myself.
I've been fixing myself for more than a century now. I don't think I need help.
Then you must prepare to learn a most difficult lesson. We all need help, Samuel. I am pleased that you have come to receive mine.
This character is just screams daddy. Like, I love this game. I love it. I know I'm kind of repeating over the beginning again, but fuck me, it's awesome.
Dang, you scared the heck out of me.
You did something the heck out of me.
You must allow an ancient vampire his games. He will play them regardless. Please, sit down. What an absolute pleasure it is to meet you at last. I found your messages most intriguing.
I did have to resist shouting daddy. Hello, daddy.
Afraid there ain't much here in the way of intrigue. I'm just a lonesome cowboy looking for answers.
You know, I receive V-mails every day from vampires seeking my help. You are the very first to seek my aid in helping others. This alone makes you intriguing.
Well, dang. I think you're gonna be sorely disappointed when you get to talking to me. I'm just honored you're giving me the time of night.
I have unlimited time, Samuel. I am pleased to share some of it with you. Our kind can be rather set in their ways. It is inspiring to see someone so young and eager to learn.
Yeah, well, I wasn't much for learning when I was alive. Just making up for lost time, I guess.
It sounds as though you have been handling your own life better than most. I was particularly intrigued by these revelations you had while walking in nature.
Oh yeah, them. Well, I give walking the credit. Nothing sorts my thoughts out better.
Yes, walking is very good for mental health. It's true. Unless you're like me and don't like sunlight. Actually, I should probably put my glasses back on. But it's nice not to see red for a bit.
After a few decades, I started seeing patterns in the way we vampires think.
Can you explain some of these patterns?
I've tried to explain them to other vampires, but it ain't never gone well. I can try, though. See, we tend to assume certain things just because we've been believing them since we were alive. Or we decide the world's against us just because we're hungry or tired or something. And when we start tackling problems that ain't real, we ain't fixing our real problems. That make any kind of sense?
Fascinating, Samuel. These revelations that you had in the woods, mortal psychologists have a term for them. They are called cognitive distortions.
Ah, there we go. We're getting all the info.
Cognitive whoozy what now?
Cognitive distortions. They are exactly as you described them. I will explain in a moment. Please, tell me about these specific revelations you had.
Well, I noticed how we stress ourselves out by making everything a battle of do-or-die absolutes. High noon mind, I call it. Like that feeling you get right before a big shootout.
I must confess I have no experience with this feeling. I engaged in mortal combat long before the age of gunpowder.
I've been cycling, but much better for my mental health. You still meet difficult people, unfortunately, and they really muck up your experience on your journey. That is true. That is true. However, I suppose the way you could look at it is that karma's a bitch, and those difficult people are probably going through their own shit. And hopefully one day they'll come to realise how much of an arsehole they were to you. And go, you know what? I hope that guy's okay. That I was an arsehole too. I can't believe I did that. That's kind of the way I look at it. Although, to be honest, I have a walking pad so I can just walk in my house. Nice! Do you know what? If I could actually have a treadmill in my house, I fucking would. I used to go to the gym and I quite enjoyed the treadmill. It was quite nice. Just like pop music in my ears or watch whatever shit was on the TV and just walk. It was really nice. And I didn't have to worry about people. Yeah, outside is very people-y. Which probably isn't really a good thing to say, you know, considering I'm supposed to be, very sociable and very good dealing with customer service and all that, but I have a very limited social battery, especially at the moment. So if I go outside, I generally try and avoid people as much as I possibly can, unless it's like specific friends that I've gone out to see. That's about it.
But the sentiment you describe mirrors the words of my old friend Marcus Aurelius. He used to say that the magnitude of life's challenges often turn us into our worst selves.
You mean Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor?
Of course, his name was Marcus. Marcus was a bedroom name.
This man slept with a Roman emperor.
You mean you and the emperor were...
It was ancient Rome. Penetration was similar to a handshake. My apologies. I somehow forgot you were American. But let us discuss this high noon mine.
I really hope that Sam and Andy end up having a little bit of fun. I really do. I really do.
I believe we can broaden your definition. Mortal psychologists call this phenomenon of binary thought polarized thinking, but I like to call it Nosferatu thinking.
Nosferatu thinking?
It means you are thinking in black and white.
Like the film.
I get it. That's pretty funny.
I believe it encompasses the breadth of the distortion. One is not flatly weak or strong, good or evil, smart or stupid, a success or a failure. The truth is far more complex and colorful. Not every high noon gunfight ends in oblivion, correct?
Yeah, that's true. Getting shot still ain't fun, but it ain't the end neither.
A perfect example, Samuel. Now, try to catch me using Nosferatu thinking. I will give you a series of statements, and one of them will contain Nosferatu
Okay, so this is a really nice tutorial.
If I do not drink blood, I will surely die.
I don't think it's that one.
Death eventually comes for us all. Mortals will always fear our kind.
That's Nosferatu thinking right there. I've met mortals who knew who I was and weren't scared.
Very good, Samuel. And even if you hadn't, to say mortals will always fear us ends any hope that they might not. Always is such a terminal word, is it not? Would you like to discuss more of your revelations with me?
Okay, here we go.
I realize that as vampires, we can get the feeling of the power that comes with immortality and strength, but then we get hopeless and aimless over time. It's kind of like the fella you see in the saloon at the bottom of a bottle of whiskey. Either he thinks he can fight everyone, or he's crying into them last drops because he thinks life's hopeless. It's saloon thinking. Two extremes that probably ain't true.
A fascinating observation, Samuel. Your saloon thinking was described in my time as the battle between hubris and nemesis, the twin excesses of arrogance and self-pity.
I mean, I knew about nemesis. And I knew about hubris, but I didn't know that they were the twin excesses of arrogance and self-pity. Yeah, that sounds about right.
Oh man, it make me wish I'd gotten some schooling. Maybe I would have figured this stuff.
You live forever, my friend. There is no rush. What you have identified is a phenomenon where individuals perceive either an illusion of control or a lack of control. Mortal psychologists call this phenomenon you have described a control fallacy. Rarely do we have complete power over our situations or no power at all. But we create this illusion that stops us from attempting to change our perceived situations.
Yeah, you're right about that. I used to think I'd never get away from my gang. And maybe that's what made me stick with them for so long.
Yes, you see how cognitive distortions keep us from facing reality, whatever that reality may be. Of course, I am so old and powerful that I am always in control.
Well, that ain't no control fallacy. You got powers I can only...
I do, but that does
Wow,
not mean
bollocks,
am
I hit the
always
wrong
in
button.
control.
Oh, I get it. So even for you, it's a control fallacy to think you're all powerful.
Of course, as you expertly pointed out with your analogy about the man at the bottom of a whiskey bottle, a control fallacy can be positive or negative. Listen to my next few statements and try to find a control fallacy. Simply let me continue if you do not detect one. The sun will eventually burn out. I will roam a cold, dead earth, and there is little I can do about it. My kitty cat died. I shall be lonely forever.
I'm sorry about your sweet kitty, but you can always pick up a new one. Or there's lots of them just waiting for a loving home, so you don't need to be lonely.
He's such a cinnamon roll. Also, I thought he was going to say pussy. I'm sorry about your sweet little pussy, but you can always pick up a new one. I am a terrible human being, and we all know this.
It was just an example, Samuel. Well spotted. But I do speak from experience. I felt this way once when a pharaoh I was dating had our cat mummified. I went into a murderous depression that nearly decimated the continent. But I had the power to help myself all along by adopting a new friend in need of a home.
Oh, dang, don't let me get on your bad side.
I doubt you shall see it, Samuel. Did you have more revelations to tell me about?
See, I used to be in a gang. They were my whole existence. If you asked me who I was, I would have said, I'm a murdering bastard. Once I got away, I realized how small-minded that was. I was Sam before I was a murdering bastard, but that's how I was choosing to brand myself. My old gang's still around, and they're still branding themselves like that. They can't see themselves as anything but killers.
Very astute, Samuel. I favor the clinical term, however, which is labeling. You correctly discovered that labeling is a reductive act. When we call ourselves names...
Hey, it's Doom Hippie! Hey, Doom Hippie, how you doing, buddy? Get ready for some... you've come in for some vampire therapy. Let me put on my Dracula shades. There we go. It has been released! Yes, it got released at 5 o'clock this afternoon. Because I totally wasn't checking Steam every 20 minutes to get my filthy mitts on it at all. What are you talking about? No, I did not do that. Shut up. What are you talking about? I didn't join their Discord to find out when it was getting released. I did get the... Yeah.
For millennia, I thought of myself as a killer. It was
So-
not untrue that killing was how I made my way.
Okay, let me go back a
I
bit.
was an unstoppable warrior and assassin.
Yeah, I mean, that just screams Assassin's Creed, am I right? So, I am having to start this again because I thought I could use my old demo saves to continue, but that wasn't the case. So we're starting again, which is fine, because Pip gets to see the wonder that is Andromachos, and the German sexy Matt Mercer vampire goth, who isn't actually a vampire, but maybe later. So we're starting again, and which is good because that means I can get all the achievements, and yeah, I'm very happy. I'm not joking, I have been salivating over this game. I mean, it is known, you know, everybody wants to be a vampire. Goth, hip hop, a road boy, everybody wants to be a vampire. So yes, we're currently introducing ourselves to Andromachos, and we're having a nice conversation about the things that Sam has picked up and what they are technically known as in the modern world. As a former goth, I can... Are you ever really a former goth? You're just kind of like goth might. I remember Nosferatu think, yes, no, you were here for the first bit. Yes, okay, so... yeah. So Doom Hippie, I apologise, we're going through it all over again. Our souls are forever black, exactly. we're never a recovered goth. We just sort of go goth light, and then when the chance arises, we're like, let us don everything again. Forever goth, exactly.
But with this label, I limited myself for ages. I did not only kill people, I also killed potential aspirations I might have had.
I'm a can't be arsed goth. I'm a goth that would like to wear nice gothic clothing, but because I'm so rotund, I just end up looking like Neil the Seal in a gimp outfit. Also, to be honest, I mean, modern goth wear is quite in depth. It's like some of the stuff I've seen nowadays, like the Lolita gothy strap pentagram dresses. Like, oh man, I was more of a person who wanted to wear the vampire-y, flowy Winona Ryder ball gown from Dracula type goth. That's and wearing like the jackets and the top hat and that kind of stuff. Yeah, oh, of course. You know, okay. So I will tell you guys something which will make you laugh. So I tried to purchase a corset for this stream, and I did buy it, but in no way, shape, or form was that ever gonna fucking fit. Like, I could try and make it fit. I have to do some adjustments to it, but yeah, that's what happens when you spend like 20 quid on a corset. I mean, to be honest, I probably could get one that would fit me, but I would need to spend at least £100 to do so, and probably get someone to custom make it for me. And I don't have that kind of money. Yeah. I mean, it's nice. I could, you know what? I could possibly wear it. I just need to do some adjustments. I just need to fuck about with it for a bit, and I could probably get it done. But yeah. Also, I quite like 1950s rockabilly goth type style stuff. And I have like poofy dresses and shit as well. Yeah, well, I mean, that would also probably be me as well. I'd probably have to do that as well. So, you know, but yeah, it's all right. That's fine. I'm streaming. You only need to see my top half. Therefore, I just wear a choker, pale makeup, and whatever. It's fine. Anyway, back to the game.
See whether you can catch me doing some labeling in my next few statements. I am so old, I am ancient. Call me whatever you like, but don't call me late for dinner.
No, derailing is fine.
How shall I describe myself? Yes.
Well, that's about as clear a labeling as it gets. Yeah, we vampires tend to do a lot of killing, but reducing ourselves to killers ain't doing us any favors.
Excellent, Samuel. You are correct. Labels can be cages that we lock ourselves in. I was a mere murderer for most of my existence because that is how I labeled myself.
Yeah, I did the same thing. Sam Walls, the murderer, reprobate, and good for nothing.
Those are not how I would describe the Sam Walls I see before me. Did you have more revelations to tell me about?
I think that's all of them. Or at least the ones that were the most obvious to me.
That you recognize the concept of cognitive distortions at all is most impressive, Samuel. What took me nearly 3 millennia to understand took you merely 2 centuries.
Oh, come on, you're just flattering me. I'm just a dope stumbling his way through one life.
Are you now? Tell me, Samuel, what kind of cognitive distortion are you exhibiting?
Yeah, I'm doing some labeling. I gotta watch myself, huh?
Yeah, we had a really good discussion earlier about labeling and how it's what I was told is an automatic thought which people train themselves or accidentally train themselves to do as a really bad cope. Yeah, I prefer self-adhesive. That's hilarious. That's hilarious. So yes, labeling. Don't call yourself stupid. No. Try to be kind to yourself. What was it? Like several therapists used to sort of say to me, "Would you say this to your best friend?" And I will say, "Well, no." And they say, "Well, why not?" Because it's not very nice. You know, they just made a mistake. It's like, well, why would you say that about yourself? And you're like, oh, right. And then in my head, and I'm doing it right now, I'm just going, but I'm an arsehole. My friend's not an arsehole. I'm an arsehole. They're not an arsehole. It's like, no, you're doing it again. You're labeling. Stop it. Stop it. Again, not a professional therapist. This game shouldn't be used for therapy, but it is a good point in the right direction to seek help from a trained professional. Please go seek trained professional help if you need it. This is not meant for that, but if it does help you, or at least help you reaffirm some of the ideas that you may or may not have learned if you've had CBT in the past, or if you are thinking about CBT, then great. This is awesome, but it is not the be in and end all. Talk to someone. Thank you very much. Disclaimer right away. There's a disclaimer at the beginning of the game, but I thought I better just state that right now. Although, I don't know, maybe sometimes I think I should become a therapist, but I don't know if I could actually do it without sort of like taking on too much of other people's problems. So anyway, I'm getting derailed again. Let us talk about this.
As long as we retain any humanity, we will have cognitive distortions. What we are aiming for is not to become perfect beings, but to understand and accept ourselves. As long as we can recognize cognitive distortions, we can address our real challenges. One cannot drink blood from a straw man, after all.
Huh. I ain't never heard that one before, but I like it.
If it helps solidify the concept in your mind, then I am well satisfied. I know you came to learn from me, so I will do my best to honor your good intentions. Let us ensure that you understand the concepts of labeling, control fallacies, and Nosferatu thinking. I will give you a series of statements, and each one will contain a cognitive distortion for you to identify. I will begin.
Okay, I wasn't particularly good at this last time, but we'll give it a go.
If I invite over my vampire friends, I know I'm going to have to deal with guano all over the place when they turn into bats at the end of the night.
Well, that ain't right. He's acting powerless, like a man clinging to the whiskey.
If I invite over my vampire friends...
Well, there's a control fallacy, sir. You're acting like you've got no control, but you could lay down some ground rules.
Or express concern to my friends that they have not been toilet trained. Very good, Samuel. But I am Andromachus, the ancient darkness, the scourge of the Mediterranean, the mortal's bane.
Well, that's definitely some intense labeling. Those are some hard names to get over.
You are not wrong. Those names followed me for millennia. It was most stifling. If my club's revenues do not significantly increase, I will end up living on the street.
That there's got to be Nosferatu thinking. There's a huge space between making a ton of profit and living on the street.
I also like how if you get it right, blood erupts. I think that's a really nice thing.
Indeed, you are correct. I run my club at a considerable loss, but 3,000 years of banking interest means that money is not really an object to me anyway.
Well, lardy fucking da. Actually, that reminds me, like, Interview with the Vampire, the most recent series. They've all got all this money and they're living in Dubai and shit. And it's like, someone says, well, how come these vampires have got all this fucking money? You know, if you're several hundred years old and you haven't understood, like, banking and interest, are you really vampiring correctly? And then my thought was like, look, if I'm a blood-sucking immortal vampire, I don't really want to be considering banking and interest rates, okay? I'm not that smart. Or at least I'm not that well-minded for banking, to be honest. You know what? I too like the books. But I have to say, even though there are some considerable changes to it, it is incredibly refreshing, but the characters are very true to their essences. Yes, it's AMC. There's 2 series now. And Louis is played by the guy who played Grey Worm in Game of Thrones. I cannot fucking remember his name right now. It's very annoying. But it is genuinely very, very good. It is Papa Spoon approved. Oh God, what is his name? I used to know his name. Oh, Jacob Anderson. There you go, Jacob Anderson. Very talented. Very, very good. No, not Theon. Grey Worm. Khaleesi. He was the captain of the Unsullied. Jacob Anderson. Honestly, it's Papa Spoon approved. I highly recommend Interview with the Vampire. Very, 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 very good. Also very sexy. They lean into the gay. Yeah. Anyway.
Samuel, now I am not only intrigued by you, but also impressed.
Yay! I got an achievement! I learned about cognitive distortions.
Demand something of you first.
He's from Bristol, is he? I didn't know that. I remember I saw him on he's been on a couple of episodes of Game Grumps, and it's so funny. They are so gay, they're on fire. Pretty much! Surprisingly enough, pretty much. And the second season's great because they go to Paris, and it's the Theatre de Vampires, and whoa, so good, so good. But yes, lots and lots of changes. The time period changes a bit for the origins of Louis and Claudia, but it is really good and it's totally worth it. Also, Daniel Malloy is an absolute fucking queen. He slay, bitch, slay. He is a grumpy get, and I love it. Honestly, highly worth it. Please watch. Very, very good.
Anything. I'm here to learn.
You must receive therapy yourself. I will not have you seeing clients without a commitment to your own mental health.
Oh, now, hold on just a minute. I don't know that I need therapy. I'm feeling pretty good about myself these days.
Samuel, we all need therapy to live in this world. You have been speaking in cognitive distortions since the moment you walked into my office.
I have. I didn't even notice.
They are most insidious, but I am here to help you identify and challenge them. You have walked alone for too long, Samuel. Allow me to share my experience with you.
And my penis.
Well, all right, if you say so. I appreciate your taking the time to work on this, old cowpoke.
We have all the time in the world, Samuel. But for now, you must be eager for something fresh. Please, dance, drink your fill. We will begin tomorrow.
Yeah!
Okay, then. Well, sir, it's been an honor.
You don't have to call me sir, you know.
Oh, all right, then, Andromachos.
Andromachos.
Hey, Andromachus.
And Andromachos. Andromachos? Oh god.
Just call me Andy.
Andy!
All right, Andy. I'll see you tomorrow then.
Oh, hello. Come on. There you go, game. Yeah! It's time to go back to the sexy times!
Dang, look at all them mortals. Sweating, blood pumping. I am thirsty. There ain't no power on this earth that'll get me on the dance floor. Maybe I'll see if the bartender's got anything for me.
If it isn't Clint Eastwood again. How'd it go, cowboy?
Seems I'll be sticking around. Guess I'd better get used to things around here.
Good to hear. About time someone helped Andy with his work. Seems you vampires have a lot of problems to fix. Name's Crimson, by the way.
Yeah!
You, Crimson? How do you know so much about what Andy's doing?
We love Crimson!
Pillow talk. I'm his blood partner.
Oh, that's right. She's his blood partner. That's right.
No shit. How's a mortal get hooked up with an ancient vampire?
I'm a rock climber. I stumbled into one of his lairs in Madagascar. Found a cave while climbing a mountain, and there he was, naked in a hot tub.
Let's just picture that for a moment. Naked in a hot tub. Yep, I'm good.
Dang. Must have been a sight.
You ain't kidding, cowboy. Didn't expect a luxury apartment with a gorgeous naked vampire inside of a mountain. We hit it off, and he asked me to come back here with him. I like an adventure, so I said, what the hell? I'll date the gorgeous Dracula. But what are you doing talking to me, cowboy? The blood's running hot on the dance floor, and these kids don't mind a little biting.
Ain't no way I'm dancing. There's gotta be a better way to get something fresh to drink.
Yay! It's the Germans!
You should buy us a drink, old guy. You'll probably get lucky. Actually, you will definitely get lucky.
Ah, German Matt Mercer is my favourite.
Pleasures of the flesh ain't exactly what I'm after tonight.
That's because you haven't experienced these pleasures with us
Damn!
yet. Buy us a drink and you will discover great satisfaction by uns.
Tell they can support themselves.
I ain't buying you a drink. I think I'd be insulting your economic status.
Mein Lieber, don't worry about us. We just like to feel special. We have lucrative jobs in IT.
Of course they're IT nerds.
Oh, yeah? Well, maybe you can help me. See, my printer died again. Getting real tired of these things.
Please, we are here to party. But get a laser printer.
Yes, get a laser printer. Absolutely, 100% agree.
Thanks for the tip. That ink seems to be more valuable than blood. I ain't buying you a drink. All I got are good old-fashioned dollars.
I like American money. All we have on our money are buildings. You have all the sexy old men.
All right, I'll buy it. Which of them old men are sexy?
I like Hamilton. His posture is just so powerful.
There is a dollar coin that has Eisenhower's face on it.
Oh, you are right. Eisenhower is, how do you Americans say, a snack?
I get it. You like older men.
They have a daddy kink? Is that a what's the terminology I'm looking for here?
I ain't buying you a drink. This stuff's terrible for you.
Are you making a joke? We are at a bar.
It's okay. He's just trying to be protective. Aren't you?
All I can see is Matt Mercer in a voice booth doing this. Oh man. That is a mental image. I'm quite happy to keep a hold of.
You know, I think the drinks here ain't strong enough for you two. I ain't buying you a drink. You ain't exact.
Oh, we don't want to marry you. We just want to have fun with you.
You kids are too much. Well, these kids just ain't gonna leave me alone.
Sam, go and enjoy yourself with the sexy Germans. Go, Joe, have fun with the sexy Germans.
Stop teasing the cowboy, Kinder. They're just messing with you. Drinks are free here.
Dang, really? I ain't never been to a saloon with free hooch.
Call it a drink exchange.
Huh. So, everyone here knows they might be sharing blood?
Only as long as there's consent. We like to create a safe environment here. Why don't you take Reinhard and Maxie here back to the kink room?
Oh my god, I forgot there was a kink room!
Wait, kink room?
Kink room! Kink room! Kink room! Kink room!
Mm-hmm. You're not in Kansas anymore, cowboy. We are not afraid of sex here.
I'm from Missouri, but point taken.
Nobody has to do anything they don't want to do in there.
Yeah,
Just have fun
I would
and
argue
drink your
that
fill, Hanson. I'm sure I'll be seeing plenty of you.
that drinking and then donating a pint of blood, it's probably not the best idea. I mean, they don't let you drink and have a tattoo for that very fucking reason. Well, other than the fact that you make very bad choices when you're drunk, but, you know. Also the fact that, you know, it makes the blood thinner and you bleed a lot. So don't do that, kids.
Maxie, Reinhard, this is one of our special customers.
Ach so, ein Vampir. I'm thinking we are all getting lucky then.
My neck scrubs with anticipation.
God damn.
Dang. Guess I'm going to a kink room then. Thanks, Crimson.
That's the most adorable way to get pulled into, like, a back room of a sex club. Dang! I guess I'm going to a kink room then! Woohoo!
I knew a man who wore this much leather couldn't be boring.
Yeah, well, you got me pegged.
Oh my, yeah! This is the best line! Okay, are you ready, kids?
Is that what we are doing now? Give me the document and I will sign myself up for it.
So you've had kink room and pegging in less than a minute. Fuck yeah, this game is amazing.
I really ain't in Missouri no more. Look, I'm more into biting.
Hell yeah, hell yeah.
Oh, your teeth look perfect. Are you going to bite me with those?
Somewhere Astarion would like to know the location of this place.
That's the plan. Who's going first?
Oh, me.
Well, step right on up.
Okay, now, when I did this last time, I'm not really quite sure of how to do this. Okay.
Oh, das hat sich gut angefühlt.
I believe that hurts so good. Anyone who's very good at German, please translate this. My German is small, not that great. Das hat sich gut angefühlt. I believe that is, it hurts so good. Yeah, I think it's because I didn't do it right. I think I didn't quite get the bite right, so... Oh, mein artery, yeah.
Oh, that's a good thing.
Is it my turn yet?
Sure thing. Come on over.
Come on over. Alright.
Ouch! Meine Arterien!
Yeah, okay, I didn't quite get it right.
Dang it, let me try that again.
Alright.
Can't you take that dang collar off?
No, I like it. Try again.
Okay, so here.
Oh, Reinhard. The hot old vampire.
There you go.
Me out.
So you kind of got to get it in the middle. It's a bit like fishing in Stardew. Minus the
Me
fish.
too, Maxie. I feel as though I have set up a mail server.
Reinhard, mein Zuckerfledermaus. Ich bin zu Mörder sexy zu ein.
I will get us a taxi cab, Liebchen.
I-
Und du, cowboy? Next time we will talk about that thing you mentioned earlier.
Oh, yeah, sure thing, fella. You can help me with my new laser printer. Now that I've had something to drink, I should probably get to my coffin.
Samuel, wait a moment. I see you got your fill. Are you heading out?
Yeah, I figure I could use some shut-eye. I locked up my coffin over at the storage center.
Storage center? Please, you can use my guest coffin. I insist. You must be well rested for the challenges ahead.
Guess I got a big night tomorrow, huh? I should get a good day's sleep.
Wonderful. Please, follow me.
Oh, I forgot about this. The super plush coffin.
Well, dang.
Look at this! This is the kind of coffin I want. I mean, I'm not going to have a coffin because I'm going to go to a body farm, but whatever.
Let's see what's on TV.
Ooh, to have a guest coffin, exactly.
Hey, I remember this movie. We were so proud to finally get some representation.
Oh, look, it's work. Ooh. I think this is the old Nosferatu. Holy shit, that's cool. Okay.
Not sure I should stay up watching movies, though. Well, ain't much else to do in here. I think it's about time I hit the hay. Hope I'm cut out for all this.
Right, well, yeah. Just to save on possible copyright restrictions, let's not watch that. Although, if a movie's over 100 years old, does it still have copyright?
Samuel, good evening. I hope you slept well.
Like the dead, as they say.
I was hoping to save you some breakfast, but I've already sent them on their way.
Oh, that's all right. I'm still pretty full from last night. Them goth types were practically throwing themselves at me.
Yeah, that's a good point. I mean, I know certain things come out of copyright. For example, Winnie the Pooh, and the Steamboat Willie Mickey Mouse. But I don't know if Nosferatu is over copyright. Who knows? These are questions for another day.
I am not surprised. Perhaps I should be concerned that some of my guests will follow you home.
Well, gosh, if I still had mortal circulation, I'd be blushing.
Why are you so embarrassed, Samuel?
Ah, hell. Guess we should just save it for therapy, huh? We gonna get started now?
If you like.
Why not? I'm eager to get going. Let loose, Doc.
Very well. Let's start with the first question any therapist asks then. What brought you to me? Why is becoming a therapist so important to you?
Well, gosh, I remember what it was like. Being all angry, hungry, and scared all the time. It ain't no way to live. When I see vampires acting the way I used to, I just need to show them there's more to unlife.
And why is that up to you?
You, of all people, know how lost our kind can be. Preying on the weak, dating mortal high schoolers.
Shots fired! Shots fired! Shots fired at you know what?
I've got to make them see their potential. That's what I'm here for. I know it.
Actually, I do wonder if there is going to be like a Twilight-esque character that has a thing about constantly dating younger high schoolers. I do wonder whether that is going to be a thing.
That is a lot of responsibility to place on yourself.
You got a funny look in your eye. Am I doing one of them distortion things?
Angel! You got a point there. You have a very good point, Pip. That's a very good point. Although, to be honest, well, I suppose even Edward Cullen wasn't particularly keen on Bella at first. Sorry, darling, you're too far gone. Can't help you. That didn't age well, no.
You are most perceptive. Yes. Perhaps you can tell me what it is. When you say you are here to make vampires see the world differently, in what way are you distorting reality?
Well, I guess that's a control fallacy, right? I can't assume I'll be able to help other vampires the way I was helped.
Very good, Samuel. Control fallacies are hard to avoid when one feels strongly about something. Your fate is not to transform every vampire you ever meet, even those who are your clients. You will do what you can do, and that is enough. But I am eager to learn how you develop this desire to help our kin find a different way of thinking.
Well, like I told you when I first emailed you, I was a real nasty son of a bitch when I first became a vampire. When I look back and see what a no-account piece of shit I was, I ain't nothing but embarrassed. It all seems pretty stupid to me now. Here we are living forever and all we can do is kill? That's the dumbest thing I ever did here.
I am going to stop you for a moment. Stupid, no-account piece of shit, nasty son of a bitch, dumbest thing. Do you hear the way you are talking about yourself?
With respect, sir, I earned all them names. I killed women and children. Half the ghost towns out west are my doing. I didn't think of nobody but myself.
Pretend you are my therapist. If I sat here and called myself a no-account piece of shit, what would you tell me?
I'd say you were doing some labeling. And I guess I'd tell you to look at yourself a little more kindly.
Extend the same compassion to yourself then, Samuel. How are you to move on from being a nasty son of a bitch if you are labeling yourself? If you wish to be a guide to other vampires, you must start with compassion for them and for yourself.
It is really hard not to label yourself at times.
So, now that you've gotten all that horrible name-calling out of the way, please tell me, how did you find your sense of purpose?
Well, I was on the run, you see. The Wild West was ending and the Pinkertons were starting to get the better of my gang. I went into hiding and found a strange group of folks out in the country.
Oh, hello, Megan!
Right away,
It's a raid, baby! It's a raid! Prepare for some vampire therapy. Hang on, let me get my vampire glasses on. Oh, hello! Thank you, Noel Tayakin. Thank you. Hi, Raiders! Thank you for the follow. Yeah! Come for some vampire therapy, baby! Hey, Megan! Everybody wave to Megan. She's amazing. We love Megan. How goes Baldur's Gate 3? I hope you're doing well. I hope Gail's still alive.
They didn't even care that I was a vampire. They welcomed me like a friend. Even shared their blood with me.
Can take my glasses off. Ah, it's just too red. It's a raiding Meg. Hallelujah. It's a raiding Meg. Hey, Meg. They're gonna come in with 3 other people, one of which is following me. Thank you very much. Okay, so we're having to start again with Vampire Therapist because I thought I could continue from my demo save, but I couldn't. So there you go.
They taught me how to appreciate the beauty of the night, and I started seeing things I'd never noticed
But
before.
we did get to meet sexy Matt Mercer, German goth again, so that was always good.
They taught me my letters, philosophy, and how to question things instead of being scared of them.
Oh no! Gail is alive and well, and pretty. I also now have Will, but I had to kill Mama Owlbear. Oh, poor Owlbear.
I think about them every day of my own life. They somehow freed themselves of all the judgments of the time and were better off for it.
These must have been the 19th century American transcendentalists, yes?
Yes, sir. I'm glad I died when I did, because their like just don't exist no more. Once my community died out, I started walking. That was something else they taught me how to do. I walked in nature for about 90 years and just took in all the grace and beauty of my country.
Little thing for the future. I despise being called Meg. Megan or MJ. So I'm sorry. Gomen NSI, Megan. Gomen NSI. Gomen NSI. I'm sorry. Please don't beat me with your thick arms.
I guess I was kind of selfish, though. I should have been helping other vampires the way the Transcendentalists helped me.
Why?
Why waste 90 years walking when I should have been helping others? Seems pretty obvious to me. I could have done a lot of good in that time.
But your should turns that which you could find fulfilling into a duty. You create an extrinsic motivator. Good statements are another cognitive distortion, something created by your own mind. Nature asks almost nothing of you. Even if your should comes from a place of good, it creates undue pressure. And what do we do once we are pressured? We resent the shoulds. We procrastinate. And as you know, we have a lot of time to procrastinate.
You got that right. Why do today what you
It's
can do
fine.
next
Not
century?
something that comes up often. It does. I have to say something. Fair cop. We have all learned something today. We do not use the MEG name for Megan. It is Megan, MJ, #1 Gale supporter, but never the MEG. Okay, no MEG. Right, got it. Heh.
Exactly. Should statements remove the intrinsic joy from that which you find fulfilling?
Hold on, though. Ain't there some things we really should do?
Of course, there are things we must do, but nature herself tells us what they are. We invent the rest. Here, let me give you an exercise. Listen closely. See whether you can find the should statement that is a distortion. I should go to the vampire dentist. You know what they say. If you have bad fangs, you get bad blood. I should drink blood today. I should take my blood partner Crimson out on a date.
Saying you should take Crimson out on a date is a should statement. You've turned something you want to do into something you have to do.
That's right, Samuel. You know, I couldn't be more pleased with you. Your time in nature was clearly well spent.
Well, thanks, I suppose. But if you don't mind my saying so, I hope you're treating that mortal lady right.
Thank you. Please, ask her yourself.
Yeah, well, don't worry. We'll be getting all the tea from Crimson. So, how big is he?
I imagine she would share her blood with you. You look like her type.
Hold on. I've only been in Europe for a couple of days. I ain't gonna go after my teacher's girlfriend.
She does what she wishes, and that is why I chose her as my blood partner. Samuel, even if it beats no longer, you have a good heart. I think you will be an excellent...
Oh, yeah, he treats her real good. Hey!
So far, that good heart of mine hasn't amounted to much, but I'm willing to give it my best shot.
Oh, Sam is such a cinnamon roll. I love him so much.
You are uncomfortable with praise, aren't you, Samuel? Every time I say something positive, you find a way to negate it.
Okay, so this whole bit right here, this is me. This is me in a nutshell.
I just don't think I should be doing any bragging. I spent my first 50 years killing, spent the next 90 walking in the woods. I've tried to walk a better path since then, but I ain't no saint, Auntie.
I can't be the number one. Someone on TikTok already has dibs on that, lol. Although I'm fairly certain the ultimate dibs goes to Tim's spouse. That is... Okay, yeah, no, that's fair enough. The number one Gale defender, Gale supporter, the Gale lover would be Tim Downey's wife, to whom I don't know who that is, but she is a very lucky lady, let's just say that. Have you ever listened to the podcast he does about all the folk and the spooky stuff? That is indeed the ultimate dibs, yeah. Oh god, what was that? What's the podcast called? Shit, I've forgotten. It's really good. It's really interesting, actually. It's good to listen to if you're having a walkabout in nature, actually. As I've done. I have done that. I have taken that podcast out for a walk. It's been really interesting. Is it out? Oh, I can't remember what it's called. I'm gonna have to look it up again. But yes, that podcast is very, 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 very good. It's a paranormal podcast all about British folklore and all kinds of stuff. Really, really good.
I did not say you were. Having met several so-called saints...
Folklands, that's the one. Yes. Yeah, I'm a bit behind on it, yeah.
I understand your discomfort, Samuel. I, too, have done terrible things that I cannot erase. But is erasing the good I have done worthwhile?
Well, I guess when you put it like that, it sounds kind of silly.
It's another cognitive distortion, one that mortal psychologists call disqualifying the positive. I understand that the actions of your past are difficult to bear, but what we are here to do is accept reality, with both its positive and negative aspects. I am not saying that you should disqualify your negative actions, but merely note when you disqualify the positive ones. Let us try an exercise. See whether you can challenge me when I disqualify my positive deeds. I am Andromachos, one of the most powerful vampires alive. Before I became the vampire I am now, I did exceptionally terrible things. I have defiled the innocent. I have killed countless people. The good I now do pales in comparison to the evil I have done.
That's the one. You're literally disqualifying the positive by comparing it to the evil stuff you've done.
Well done, Samuel.
Yay! I've learned 5 cognitive distortions! Hooray for me!
Whoa, tomorrow? I only just started learning these here cognitive distortion things.
I will, of course, be with you. You needn't worry. I can sense your instincts and will help you.
But tomorrow? I just don't feel ready yet.
My friend, we are never truly ready. But if it would ease your concerns, we can practice with further examples. Would that be helpful to you?
I think because we've done this before, I'm going to skip this bit, if that's okay.
I think I'm good.
All right, Samuel. You must be hungry now. I suggest you get a liter inside you. We have a big night tomorrow.
How much is a liter?
Just get enough to drink, Samuel. We will not be able to work if you are hungry or tired. Now, please excuse me. I do have a date with Crimson tonight. I suspect I shall not return until nearly morning.
Oh, yeah, of course. I hope you have a nice night out, Mr. Andy.
You as well, Samuel. Rest in peace.
Okay.
Ah, Samuel, glad to see you are awake. Your first client is on his way.
What, already? Look, Mr. Andy, sir, are you sure I'm ready for this? These are people's brains I'm messing with.
Fear not, my friend. You are a powerful vampire in your own right. To be so young and have so much empathy is quite a gift. All you need to do is listen, and I know the truth will reveal itself to you.
Yeah.
Shucks, wish I had your confidence.
Well, to a limited extent, I can see the future. If you are about to misinterpret a client's distortions, I will set you back on the right path.
You can see the future?
It's not that impressive, really. You start to see the patterns after 1,000 years or so.
Well, dang. If seeing the future ain't impressive, that's gotta be a distortion. Disqualifying the positive, it's gotta be.
You barely require my aid as it is. If you need guidance, I will provide it to you telepathically. Don't think about it too much. When you are 3,000, such things will cease to impress you. Let us look at your first client's case file.
Hey, it's Dr. Drain!
First name?
Many vampires go by one name. Families and titles seem to become more abstract after a certain age.
Huh. So is it funny that he kept the title?
Indeed. You catch on quickly, despite your habit of disqualifying the positive. I will let you work now. I shall be meditating in my coffin, but I will sense when you need my help.
But
Samuel, I know you can handle this. Be yourself, and all will be well.
Yeah, it's time for a bit of...
Satan bless it all, I hate flying!
Oh yeah, this douchebag.
Hey there. God's blood, what on earth are you? My name's Sam. I'm the new therapist. Make yourself comfortable, Dr. Drain. And American as well. Good God. It's not enough for you lot to take over the world of the living. Even the halls of the dead aren't safe from you. Oh well. I suppose your lot are all into this touchy-feely stuff, aren't you? And ignorance, even American ignorance, is bliss, I suppose. Oh, sweet ignorance, how I do wish I knew thee. Damn it. How am I gonna work with this fella? I gotta ask Annie.
Are you all right, Samuel?
You gave me this fella as my first client?
Why not? He is clearly hiding very little about his state of mind.
How am I supposed to help him when he already sees me as the bad guy?
Use your instincts, Samuel.
Dude!
How
Yeah,
you have
exactly.
felt in your
Dude!
darkest hours.
Chill, bro.
What does this poor vampire want?
Fucking kick up the side head. He wants to complain.
I think he just wants to complain.
Perceptive, Samuel. He can hardly stop himself, can he?
So, what? I just let him complain?
Of course. Just give him a starting point to let it all out. It will make him feel better.
Well, if you say so.
Exactly.
Don't worry, Samuel.
Everybody
You're doing
needs a good
wonderful.
bitch.
I
Okay?
will release your time now.
That's what it is to be British. If we can't piss and moan to make ourselves feel better, then what is the fucking point?
Well, are you just going to sit there? I was just gonna ask how your trip here was. My trip? My trip was bloody wonderful. Until my familiar got a flat tire and I had to fly 30 kilometers here as a bat. I hate being a bat and I hate flying. Do you know an owl tried to eat me?
But not an owl bear.
Me, a creature that has lived for centuries, treated like common prey. I'm surprised he was even interested. You should see what an ugly little beastie I am when I transform.
Oh, being a cute.
All I could do was screech and squeak until he went away.
Or be in a queue. Yeah, that's true. Queuing is an ancient British tradition. I will live in a queue and I will die in a queue.
Well, I suppose I'm alive, in a manner of speaking anyway. You all right there, pal? Yes, I'm fine. Well, I'm not, of course. I wouldn't be here otherwise. But for the sake of conversational integrity, fine.
Baby box eviction is causing the brain to not break. Oh, fair enough. Yeah, I had that last week. Good God.
I take it you read my case file and know why I'm here? You're here for an addiction problem.
Okay, we know that because we read that earlier. So this is a bit cheaty, but we already know.
Yes. Embarrassing, isn't it?
I don't know. Sometimes I can take and love queues. Sometimes they are absolutely horrendous. But other times I just take comfort in the fact that I like watching people and seeing what they're doing. Which is probably a really bad thing because then I get distracted and then I don't realise the queue's actually moved forward.
What's to be embarrassed about? I remember when Ulysses S. Grant was president. Didn't seem to bother him. Oh, well, of course. How wonderful it is that I share the mental failings of people who only live a single lifetime. Hey, come on now. There's a part of us that's still mortal. Can't help that, just like we can't help being dead. So I'm discovering. Look, I just need some tips and I'll be on my way. Just give me all the tricks. Whatever one does to make addictions go away. Tips? Let me think.
Yeah. Small queues for a bus? Fine. 19-hour queues? 19-hour queues to bow to a corpse? Yeah, no thanks. No. I don't do that. Thank you very much.
Partner, there ain't no tips that'll magically cure you. But I'm here to listen. You know, I never in my life thought anyone would ever call me partner. Like partner, but not with a T.
I don't mind them to a point, yeah. It depends on what the queue is. If it's something I'm desperately interested in, and that I know that there's going to be something good at the end, that's fine. Or if I don't have to be anywhere, after if I don't have a time limit for being in that queue, it's absolutely fine. If, for example, I'm at the bank is a good one. Yeah, exactly. You're on a timer. Exactly. If you feel like you're on a timer and you've got to get out of there, then yeah, queuing is the fucking worst. And you get irritated and like people in front, like it's always the people in front of you that have like they have to ask every single fucking question under the sun. Which, to be honest, considering they've probably also been waiting in a queue for ages to get to the front, they're kind of justified in actually trying to get their shit sorted. But at the same time, you just think, for fuck's sake, I've got to go! Hurry the fuck up! This isn't supposed to take this long. Mush, hayaku. What's the German for? That might be an issue. Every queue equals a timer for me. Yeah. I don't know. Or maybe it's just because I'm so good now at avoiding queues that I just generally I don't necessarily have a timer in the back of my head to get out of the queue. Although having said that, yeah, it's definitely bank ones or anything. Yeah, Neil Newborn queue, no problem. Convention entry queue, yeah, that can fuck off. Yeah. Actually, yeah, no, queuing to get into the cinema, queuing to get into any kind of venue, that fucks me right off. I suppose it's like, if the intrinsic thing at the end is worth it, then it doesn't really bother me that much. I think a lot of people could handle a Neil queue, especially if he rocks up in that bloody skirt. Again, I don't mean to trivialise and objectify people, but holy shit, have you seen the interviews of him sitting in a chair with that skirt? The Gams. The Gams are on show. Oh, that's actually true. Yeah, if it's in it, yeah. Okay, that's another thing. That's another thing that makes queues worse. If you're in a very small confined space, and there's people everywhere. Yeah, and he seems like a really nice chap. I know, the thing is though, I would like to see him talk. Like, if he was doing, I don't know, like a... I love the slutty leg comment. Them gams go on for days. I think, yeah, if you're in a very small environment and there's just like people everywhere and you're really hot and it's really horrible, and yeah, that's not good for queuing. I absolutely abhor that. That's no, yeah, Doom Hippie, absolutely no, thank you. I would, I think I've said this before, but I would like to go to, like if he did a talk or something, I would like to go and see Neil Norman talk about his work, if there was like a lecture or something, but I don't think I'd like to go to a signing, because I would just, the things that would come out of my mouth would be unholy. It would not be good. But I would be put on a watch list. Not because of I want to, but I there is no mental filter. I always come out sounding like a massive dickhead, and I don't want to sound like a dickhead. That long queue I was in was to get to the Castle Clash at the Castle pre-show. I need to find a way to send you the picture. Oh, you know what? I think I saw some of your TikToks about that, and yeah, that was pretty bad. Ugh, queuing.
And I know how you English love your tea. Thank goodness we can still process tea. We cannot live on blood alone.
That's the most important thing. If you're a British vampire, you need tea.
I appreciate the concern, though. I must admit, I rather saw myself above this whole addiction thing. Tell you what, let's not worry about being above or below anything. You're here now, so let's see what we can do. What exactly are you addicted to? It's a form of plasma, a catalytic compound of my own design.
Tea is life. Tea is the blood.
You're losing me. Well, let me try to make it simple. I have been able to replicate and even alter the molecular patterns that vampiric erythrocyte surface receptors receive. Our unique physiology gives us an increased ligand affinity, which is how we are able to process blood the way that we do. I can extend this receptivity and thus achieve my true goal: synthetic blood, freedom from the hunger that plagues us, and hope for all humanity. Well, dang, that sounds pretty impressive, Doc. Well, it doesn't work without a vampiric catalyst, and that is the plasma I am addicted to. Pathetic, isn't it? I have spent 400 years trying to steal the secret of blood, only to be engulfed by it, like Prometheus walking into a fireplace. Pathetic? Doc, where the heck would you get a word like that? You've come up with a synthetic blood. Man, I can barely get my spurs on some mornings. Maybe you've had a setback or two, but give yourself a little credit, compadre. Credit? For wasting 400 years? Practically speaking, I am in the same place as I was back when King James was in.
Oh.
Only now I have a drug problem.
Oh, okay. I see what you mean, Megan. Righto. Also, yes, tea is life.
Perhaps I must face facts. My professor was right. Nothing we ever do will make a damned bit of difference.
Samuel, listen to him. Do you recognize his patterns of thought?
There's some distortions in there, ain't there?
I knew you would sense them. Invite him to talk more about this failure of his.
I'll do my best. Now hold on just a minute there, cowpoke. I've heard you talk a lot about failure, but it sure sounds to me like you ain't thinking clearly if you think you're a failure. I am a realist, that's all. Look at me. 400 years of study and still dabbling with leukocytes. I'm saying I am surely the oldest, most well-studied doctor in the world. I should have achieved more than this. Well, who said you should have achieved more? Isn't it obvious? I should have something to show for 400 years of work. And what happens if you don't? Absolutely nothing at all. Well, that's my point. That is not as encouraging as you think it is. Ain't meant to be encouraging, just showing you a little reality. Well, it's all my fault, really. I cannot seem to motivate my scientists to reach the necessary level of dedication. It's always shocking to me how little urgency mortals have around death. So it's all your fault that you haven't come up with...
Yay, I got 10 distortions correct in a row! Woohoo!
Welcome. It can't be anyone else's fault. Only I have the skill, the knowledge, and the experience. Pardon me for saying so, Doc, but it sounds like what you're doing is pretty dang complicated.
Oh, popped a... Oh, excellent. Thank you very much. Cool, well, I'll check that out. Hang on a minute. Let's see if I can do that now. Let me just... Tell you what, let's save... Let's save with that, yeah. Just real quick. Let's see if I can go onto Discord. Just real quickly. Yeah, let me open it. Oh, there we go. Why is it every time I open up bloody Discord there's fucking updates? It's rude is what it is. Let's have a look. Cutlery drawer, general. Holy shit on a stick, you are not joking. Oh, mama.
Sounds to me like you're some kind of god if you expect control over life itself. Please, I'm a scientist, not a spiritualist. It is not control I seek, but understanding. And are you ever gonna have perfect understanding? No, of course not. I'm not a wizard. So how
You're a wizard, Harry.
the world on one that is a simplification, but I take your point. As I was saying, now that I'm addicted to my own drug, I have joined the ranks of mortal celebrities in my utter irrelevance.
Dr. Drain's view of the world is quite stark, isn't it? I do find the English tendency...
Now that I'm addicted to my own drug, that's pretty dark.
Okay, Nosferatu thinking.
You know, lots of folks,
there you go.
Not me. I'm trying to tell you that even if you are addicted, that ain't the end, hermano. You got a lot of life and opportunity left in you. If you can call this life. Now hold on there, that's what I call Nosferatu thinking, straight from the coffin. Life ain't all black and white. It's got its shades of gray too, you know. Come on, Sam, there's some distortions in that whole speech you missed, you dang fool. Oh, tarnation, now I'm labeling. Hey, Cowpoke, you mind repeating all that stuff you just said? I most certainly do mind, but very... Look at me. 400 years of study, and still dabbling with leukocytes. I don't know many people who would call working with leukocytes.
Oh, I missed that one.
I mean, I gotta admit, I have no earthly clue what you're talking about. So unless you made up all them science terms, I think you might be doing more than playing with a chemistry set. Perhaps, but if we consider all there is to know... But you know something. Yes, I concede I might know something about blood. I would hope so after 400 years. You still got more knowledge about blood than most, whether it's been 4 years or 400 years, amigo. Let's get back to what you were saying, though. Oh, well played, Cowpoke. Perhaps I am being a little dramatic. Yes, I'm aware that in reality progress has been made, enough to get to this point. But I didn't come here to ask for a pat on the back and to be told I'm a good boy.
Would you like to be told you're a good boy? Because I don't know, that helps. It helps with dice. Dr. Drain, you're a good boy.
That ain't my department, but I hear they do some of that stuff downstairs. Yes, we all know very well that the Continentals are more sexually liberated than we are.
Oh, I'm sorry. You have not seen some of the people I've met.
But as I say, I don't want all this therapy stuff. I just want to stop using this damn drug. Well, so what's so good about this stuff anyway? Why do you like it? I'm not certain. I don't remember what happens after I take it, but I wake up feeling, how do I put this, alive. Well, that don't sound so bad. A good nap can make me feel like a new man. I'm not talking about feeling refreshed. I mean I feel alive. As if I'm someone else. Someone who lives. And I wake up and find, oh gracious me, I am not depressed. You mean to tell me that you're going to sleep depressed every night? Oh, nothing of the sort. Oh well, I'm glad to hear that. You are assuming that I can simply go to sleep and my global scientific enterprise will run itself. Oh wait just a gosh darn minute. You're telling me you don't sleep? Yes, it's not as though we can get much deader already, and I have work to do.
Oh no.
So you're not sleeping, and you're always depressed. I think we're starting to get somewhere. Oh, don't be such a bumpkin. If you are a sapient individual, aware of the world around you, depression is the only sensible reaction. It has nothing to do with sleep.
No.
Depression is the only sensible reaction. He makes the Goths downstairs seem almost joyous in their perspectives, doesn't he?
Oh, don't be such a... Come on now, it's a
There
big
you
world
go.
out there, and different things are depressing to different people. Everyone reacts to things differently. Ain't it true that a sensible person, as you call them, might even be a different degree of depressed? Very well, I suppose I might have been using a bit of mild hyperbole. Mild is putting it mildly, Buckaroo? Now I'm even more depressed.
Hey, Buckaroo doesn't make you depressed. Buckaroo is
Regardless, I
awesome.
didn't come here to be a whiner. Oh, boo-hoo, on life is hard. Yes, we all know it's hard. Now why'd you say coming and talking to me makes you a whiner? Is that not what I currently am? Sounds to me like you're expressing yourself. Whiner is the word. Yeah, if you want to call it whining, that's up to you. But that's entirely your label. Oh, very well, call it moaning or whinging if you prefer. Moaning, whinging, belly aching, still all just labels.
Buckaroo is a great fucking game. I love Buckaroo. I mean, it makes me jump out of my skin every fucking time, but it's a great game.
I don't believe I shall be using the term belly aching in any case. But as I was saying, in the moments I wake up, I feel free. I suppose it must be what being an ignoramus feels like. You honestly think feeling good makes you an ignoramus? The phrase ignorance is bliss is most apt, don't you think? But by calling yourself an ignoramus, you're making bliss something to be avoided. Yes, unfortunate how that works, isn't it? The only way to be happy is by being a fool.
Well, yes, sometimes. I mean, I'm dressed up as a fucking vampire. What do you want?
Partner, those are your labels. Try using something more positive and see how you feel. What, shall I say that by being ignorant, I am a noble genius? Still just labels. Oh, very well. I suppose I might be discounting my experience. I don't know how to say this, amigo. You really don't like letting yourself be happy. Honestly, I'm failing to see the problem with taking this stuff. Seems like it's making you get the rest you need and it makes you feel good. What's the problem? First of all, I do not need to rest. And partaking of this plasma does have downsides. What kind of downsides? I do not know what happens when I partake of the substance. However, when I wake up, I feel refreshed. But I also smell of blood and sex. Once I even woke up wearing a football jersey. It was most distasteful. I guess you must be having some kind of good time. That is not my idea of a good time. I'm Dr. Drain. I am intelligent and worldly, not some ill-bred monster. I don't go gallivanting into godforsaken places to engage in depraved coitus and the consumption of dirty blood.
It's coitus, but okay.
It sounds to me like you're real good at denying yourself things. Well, I should be better at it. You know, Doc, a wise old vampire recently told me something I'm about to tell you. You keep talking about the things you should be doing. You, compadre, are shoulding all over yourself.
That's a good
Oh,
phrase.
well, that is vivid, isn't it? I can now add incontinence to my already considerable list of faults. I'm being serious. I'm listening to you tell me I should be doing this, and I shouldn't be doing
I can't
But
say
who gave
coitus.
you all them shoulds and shouldn'ts? I don't know. It shouldn't matter, should it? I've been dead for over 400 years. It's the oldest stuff that sticks with us, amigo. We all got traumas. Heck, we're dead men. That's traumatic no matter what. But what we gotta start with is you. You've been through a lot. Don't rope yourself up so tight. Listen, we're doing good work already, I know it. Now, let's not push too hard. I would really like you to think about where all them shoulds are coming from before we meet again.
I'd be a terrible therapist, clearly. The urge to say something sarcastic would be terrible.
And be good to yourself, alright, partner? Don't feel like you gotta go cold turkey on that plasma stuff. Yes, well, all the same, I'd rather not do it at all. Is that actually gonna happen, though? It might. You're dipping into it tonight, aren't you? I was thinking about it. Alright, partner. Just give yourself a little compassion. That's all I'm asking. I'll admit, you've given me some things to think about. Not pleasant ones, mind. You can handle it, partner. You're way smarter than I am. Yes, well, that is certainly true. Very well. I shall do some reflecting, inasmuch as our kind can reflect. I shall see you in precisely 4 weeks, then. Farewell, Sam.
Masterfully done, Sam.
Yeah, we did our
That
first
doesn't make me any less
client
pleased.
session. Well, technically second, sort of first, but you know what, man.
Well, that was a hell of a rush. That fella's holding on tighter than a holster to a gunslinger's hip. It felt real good to help him look at himself a little more kindly.
Good, Samuel. Treasure this feeling. But also rest. Go downstairs, get something to drink, relax in your coffin. Next week you shall see a new client. I think they will be an interesting challenge for you. I bid you good evening, Samuel. Rest in peace.
You too, Andy. Well, I guess it's time I got me some grub.
Oh, okay, so we're in the club bit.
Well, that's it, I guess. My first client. Can't believe I'm doing this therapy stuff already.
Yeah.
Sure could use a drink. I'll check in with Crimson.
Let's talk to Crimson again. She's awesome.
Well, if it isn't Yosemite Sam, how you doing tonight, partner?
Better already, hearing from someone from the States who knows the lingo.
I'm not from any states, cowpoke. District of Columbia girl here.
Canadian.
I figured you must have been coastal. You sound a little more, polished than I do.
You should hear my German.
Maybe some other time. My brain's full tonight. I had my first
Yeah,
therapy session
dino
with a
dance.
client.
Dino dance. Dino dance. Everybody do the dino dance.
Oh, yeah? How do you think it went?
I reckon it was a bullseye on my end. You should have seen me. Labeling, blam, disqualifying the positive, kapow.
I'm glad to hear it. Someone has got to sort these
She
vamps
is
out.
beautiful.
They know
She
how to
is
hold on to their
absolutely
problems.
hot. Look at this. Look at it. It's beautiful. I love it.
You ain't kidding. Living or dead, once people hit 70, they get pretty dang set in their ways.
You know Andy still uses a typewriter? I can't get that gorgeous man to see the light. Keep it up, cowboy. You're a breath of fresh air for these ancient ones.
Anyone ever tell you you're wise beyond your years, Crimson? You must have had some life.
Yeah, show them dinos. Give me them dinos, baby. I want to see them dinosaurs walk that floor.
Afraid I'm exactly as wise as my years. How old do you think I am, cowboy?
Don't fall for the trap.
I'm gonna do the gentlemanly thing and not hazard a guess.
Yeah. Oh, dinosaur in a tent. Nice. Dino, 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 dino.
You would have gotten it wrong anyway. I'm 50 years young.
Damn, she looks good for 50.
50? I died around that age and I looked like shit. But you ain't a vampire.
Like I told you, I'm Andy's blood partner. He shares his blood with me too, just not enough to turn me into one of you. I've been 30 for a good while now.
Yeah, baby, she's 50.
But you ain't joining our team? Sounds like a story.
Not for tonight, buckaroo. I bet you're thirsty after a big night. Andy told me to give this to you.
Oh yeah? What is it?
We had a group of Americans come in last week who donated their blood. Andy can't stand the stuff. He says the blood glucose levels are too high, but he thought you'd appreciate it.
Oh, it ain't so bad.
It's like the Sunny D of blood.
What does Andy's blood taste like?
To me, it tastes like life itself, cowboy.
I ain't sure I understand.
Never you mind. Look, Tex, I've got some customers to serve, so go enjoy your juice, okay?
Oh, of course. I'm keen to get some rest anyway. You have yourself a fine night, Crimson.
There he is, my incredible protege.
Okay, so I think we're going to save. Let's save over this one, yeah. Save over that one, right. Return. Exit. Yeah, let me just double check I actually saved. Yes. Go for it. Okay. Return. Exit. Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to leave it there. And then what I'm going to do before the next stream of Vampire Therapist, I am going to do Isabella's session again. And then hopefully we will be right back into good territory where we're in new game territory, which will be very, very exciting, which I'm very, very excited about. Right, pop my headphones off. Woof! There we go. Oh my god, that was so much fun. God, I forgot how good this game was. Yes, we will hopefully be in non-demo territory. I am so sorry. I genuinely thought I could start from where the demo started or stopped, but apparently that was just not the case. So yeah, hopefully I can get to non-demo stuff, and then next time when we play it'll be, yeah, all non-demo stuff. But it is good to have the recap, yeah, because I think I did an okay job of explaining, or I tried to do an okay job of explaining all the different cognitive distortions, but I think that was a good thing to do, and also just to refresh my own mind. So, oh my god, it's here. And also, I tell you what, it wasn't a bad price. It was under 13 quid. Under 13 quid for this wonderful, wonderful game. I have to say, I was jolly impressed. I was like, yeah, that's where it's at. This is what I want. So tomorrow, I won't be playing. I thought it would cost more. I was prepared to pay about £20 to £25 for it. I was like, yep, this is going to cost me a bit. I'm quite happy to pay for it because it's a cracking game. The art is good, the writing is good, the actual gameplay is good. It makes you think. I like playing games where you sort of spin off and have discussions about other things. So this is right up my street. It's got vampires. It's got sexy daddy 3,000-year-old vampires. You've got frickin' Karlak barmaids who are 50 years old. The voice acting is chefs. The voice acting is so good. It is so good. Really, really good. And also, I think we were talking about this earlier. I think Megan and Doom Hippie missed this bit, but I was saying how cool it would be if there was an Astarion DLC and you get to have a therapy session with Astarion. That would be amazing. I want to see it. I want to be it. I want to play it. I want someone to slip Neil Newborn, I don't know, maybe a new man skirt or something, maybe a new yukata or a kimono or something, and be like, look, dude, I don't know if Larian's gonna sign off on this, but could we get some Vampire Therapist Astarion DLC where we get to have a therapy session with Astarion? I think that would be amazing. I would love to do that. But there are still loads of vampires that we haven't met yet to have different therapy sessions. So we've potentially got one that dates younger people and has issues with intimacy. We've got, there's a cameo idea. That's very true. Again, if I win the lottery, maybe, maybe there is a cameo idea. But yeah, if you haven't got it already, I highly recommend Vampire Therapist. I cannot recommend it anymore. Obviously, I'm a bit biased because I've only played the demo parts like twice over now, but it's really good. It's so good, and I'm so hyped that Pip's got it. Under 13 quid. It's fucking great. It's absolutely fucking great. Honestly, absolute goddamn hype. What was I saying before I distracted myself with talk of Vampire Therapist? Also, I am burping a lot because I ate some poor man's tzatziki earlier with some chicken, and it is repeating on me because I made it quite garlicky and which is ironic because I'm dressed up as a vampire. Garlicky and a bit lemony, and the acids are having a bit of a reflux moment. So tomorrow I was thinking of having a Friday fuckabout or Friday funsies, maybe some co-op gamage, because as I discussed earlier in the week, I cannot physically finish Baldur's Gate 3 at this precise moment in time. The reasons being, if you didn't hear it before, is because my graphics card literally cannot handle Act 3. It can, I mean, if I played it off stream, I could probably get away with it. But I want to finish half on stream, because I started it on stream, I want to finish her on stream. And so, in a couple of months' time, when new graphics cards get out, or get released, there should be a dramatic price drop in graphics cards that will do me nicely. So I'm going to get my filthy mitts on one of them when that happens. And I also have access to funds to do that now, which is really, really good. So for the next couple of months, I will not be playing Baldur's Gate as often as I was, simply because I cannot finish it. I will probably have a crack at some Dirge gameplay again at some point, but not this week. So tomorrow, if people are about and if people are happy, I was thinking some co-op games. So either a bit of Use Your Words, maybe a bit of Overcooked 2. If anyone's about, maybe some Worms. If anyone's interested, crack on in the Discord, in the cutlery drawer, which at some point I actually need to make more public. You may be around later on, that's cool. If not, I might just do bit of Stardew. Do I want to start The Witcher? Or maybe I'll play more Vampire Therapist. To be honest, I'm quite keen to. I'm not gonna lie, I'm quite keen on playing Vampire Therapist, but I wanted to sort of cleanse the palate a little bit, and just have a little bit of a play around with friends in a non-kinky fashion would be kind of cool. So if anyone's around for that, sign up in the Discord. Again, usual time, probably about 8 o'clock, 8:15, probably 8:30, because I'm probably going to be absolutely shattered tomorrow. But that's another thing. Tomorrow is my last day of work until I come back from my holiday. So I start my holiday Saturday, so tomorrow is my last day of work before my holiday. So I am very excited, because I have felt like absolute garbage for the past week. I have been so tired. I don't know how I'm actually doing this right now. I think it's just purely the love of vampires and you guys that I've actually managed to do this, because I'm so fucking tired. But yes, it'll be my last day tomorrow. My work be fucked, and then I have 10 days until I go back. So there will be slightly more streaming afoot. Maybe slightly earlier as well. So hooray! Hooray! Hooray for holidays! Excellent. Anyway, it's coming up to 11 o'clock. Oh, actually, no, it's gone past 11. Shit! Okay. It's 10 past 11. Oh god, it's so red. Oh, everything's so blue. If you're interested in some co-op chaos tomorrow, let me know on the Discord, or just message me on TikTok, wherever is easier. And I will see you guys tomorrow, whatever. If there's no co-op, we'll figure something out. Anyway, right, have a lovely evening, guys. Thank you ever so much for joining me on this vampire therapy journey. Thank you for listening to my absolute cods bollocks. Have a very lovely evening, guys. I love you loads. Also, Megan, thank you very much for the raid. And thank you to Noel Taiken for the follow. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Love you, Pip. Thank you very much. Thank you, Dino Dancing all the way. Thank you, Megan. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Adios, amigos. Goodbye. Blah, 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 blah. Sleep well. You too, guys. Sleep well. Don't let the vampires bite.